Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all the leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams.
And welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. Chad Bryan to my right, which, ladies and gentlemen, means he's over to your right. I'm Eli Moon. We are here in the saddle, on the saddle, saddle adjacent. We are rocking and rolling here. Another busy night. And ladies and gentlemen, we had so much fun with you here on Inside Edge Primetime. We have fun with you every night, 10 to 11 here on the Inside Edge Network, which you can follow at Inside Edge Net on all of the socials. Check it out. Inside Edge Net. Stay locked in with the daily and weekly programming. Of course, go over to InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Read about your favorite personalities like Chad and I. It's your first time. You'll learn about Chad and I. We're pretty cool. And we'll do that. And yes. And we have our partners, W Energy, Monster Moments, SportsMemorabilia.com, Fanatics.com, and AlleyRoseFragrances.com. Cannot do it without them. Couldn't do it without you at home. If it's your first time, hello. Right. And if it's your long-time listener, viewer, hello. How are you doing? We are excited to be with you. Go check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Get something off the shop. Cleveland's digital leader. Get a shirt, a hat, a mug, a polo. Get your windbreaker. It was pouring in Cleveland, Chad. I got to tell you, real quick before we dive into it, really why the people are tuning in. Let's be real. The NBA Finals just went to halftime, and we'll talk about that. It is pouring in Cleveland, Ohio. Papa Moon went out to grab some Taco Bell. And Taco Bell, if you're listening, we'd love for you to, give us a sponsor. We are accepting applications. But
we think outside the bun. Yeah.
Is it bun or box? Is he okay?
It's the bun, man. Yeah, because every fast food place has bun. No, I think. Come on, man. We're gonna look. You're gonna make me look this up on the show.
Let's just let it go. Okay. But Papa Moon's running like so crazy. He's like taking off and the bag's falling apart. He's like, just save yourself. And I'm like, no, I can't just save myself. You're my dad. Like, I love you. So food is
no, he's just throwing the chalupas and gordita. Like, forget it. Like, just go on without me, man. Just eat the tacos and run.
Food is safe. Drinks are in here. Papa Moon's okay. Everything's
priorities. Good. Yeah, priorities.
Yes. Oh my goodness. A lot of great stuff here in Cleveland, Ohio. It's pouring, but we're having a great time. It was beautiful all day. Now, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. It is halftime of Game 4. Spurs, Knicks. And did anybody see this one coming? 76-49. San Antonio on top.
Ouch.
Right now of the New York Knicks. It has been, for lack of better words, Chad B, it has been belt to ass San Antonio on New York tonight. And it's been crazy. We have the comments chiming in here real quick, early on. Vince McKee from Keon Sports chiming in. Knicks thought they had it after 2. Nope. Yeah. And, we have C-Town Rocks 2323. Hey guys, Chad, I style your wife's hair, but I specialize in sports as well. Okay.
It looks
Chad
fantastic, by the way. It looks fantastic.
I love it. Vince McKee, he may be thinking about living Moss. He said, damn, Taco Bell sounds good right now. Is it time for a bad choice? Never a bad choice with Taco Bell. I promise you that. And C-Town Rocks one more time here, Chad B. SA taking it to the Knicks. They are on fire. San Antonio is on fire. You're all right. You're all right about everything. Taco Bell is great. And Chad's wife's hair, I'm sure, looks phenomenal. He gets to, gets a compliment every day, I'm sure. So, also great stuff.
By the way, just while we're on all these topics right now, I'm looking here. It says, think outside the bun is one of the most iconic fast food marketing slogans in history. So.
It is. What is that? What is that? Mandela effect?
It's fine. You can think outside the box. I'm thinking outside the bun. It's all right. I just don't need a sandwich in my life right now. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Don't serve buns at Taco Bell.
They don't. That's why you're thinking outside the bun, right? Every other fast food restaurant, you're getting something in a bun, right? It's all the bread, the carbs, whatever. You don't have to waste that. You get a nice little taco shell or whatever. Those are your carbs at Taco Bell. That's how you're thinking outside the bun, man. It's fun to think outside the bun.
All right, you win this one. You win. I'll try again another time with another topic. All right. No one wants to try probably a little harder in the second half, and maybe the Wu-Tang Clan, who's performing at halftime at Madison Square Garden, can lead them to a second half comeback, and they're pretty good at second half comebacks. This Knicks team never says die, and tonight they're going to have that same mantra. The Spurs lead the Knicks 76-49 in Game 4 at halftime. Chad B, there's been a few things I have seen in this game that have stood out to me, and I'll just start and I'll hand it off to you. But one thing is Victor Wembanyama, that dude is ice cold.
Yeah.
Ice cold. Mitchell Robinson do an elbow right to his jaw, his neck. He's an alien. So again, he's a very tall guy.
Yeah, we don't know the exact biology. We don't know. We're not sure. So
yes,
may not have the body parts right.
Exactly. But he threw an elbow, and Wemby, the play before was like pointing at his ear, like, dude, you hear me? You hear what's going on? Because he just crossed him up, and I think Robinson got frustrated doing an elbow. Yeah. Just a lot of stuff going on there, and then the Spurs have just came out and looked phenomenal, pal. Phenomenal. You have 16 points for Victor Wembanyama, 6'11", shooting, 6 rebounds and assists. He has 2 blocks. A good game for Devin Vassell, 15 points on 5 of 5 from the floor, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And you have De'Aaron Fox. I talked about it in the morning show here, which you can catch every morning, 9 to 11 a.m. with Omar Clausel Jr. He'll be back tomorrow morning, and I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about depending on how this game finishes. De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper are 2 of the most important members of the Spurs right now. You cannot have bad games from both of them. Yeah, I said you need one at least to give you consistency. Well, both of them are giving the Spurs consistency tonight, at least tonight. We'll see if it continues throughout the series, but
they're up 27. I mean, yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox, 13 points on 4 of 8 shooting, Chad B, and 15 points on 6 of 7 shooting for the rookie Dylan Harper. What have you made so far at halftime? I mean, this is crazy. The home teams can't win at home in the finals. Is that what's going on?
This is wild. I mean, you think about like the Cavaliers couldn't win on the road. These teams can't lose on the road. It's crazy right now. The Spurs are shooting the ball so well. I was going to say from the floor, but from everywhere right now. I mean, and think about a game where you got at halftime, you got a 17 free throw attempt disparity, right? The Knicks have taken 23 free throws. The Spurs have taken just 6. The Spurs are not supposed to be up 27 points in this game, but they're dominating right now. I mean, they're absolutely dominating the Knicks. It's wild.
Dominating them. And you got to wonder, did the Knicks wake something up with Victor Wembanyama? You got to wonder, right? Because, I mean, he's played pretty well for most of the playoffs, but we saw a dejected Wemby after game 2 in San Antonio.
Things are blurry, remember? Maybe he just can't see. Maybe it's the southern heat. He gets up north a little bit. Yeah, it's humid up here, but maybe things cleared up a little bit for him in Madison Square Garden. I don't know.
It's crazy, Chad B. It's crazy. He is playing very well.
Do you think maybe he felt a little more pressure playing at home? Like being a young star, trying to come out and do too much at home, maybe just getting on the road kind of helped clear his head and just sort of, it kind of takes you out of your element a little bit. I mean, some people really respond to that. And by the way, there was a lot of talk about Wemby not being very physical, right? And isn't this the response you want from your superstars when they're called out in the media for not being physical or being soft or whatever whatever the word is, whatever the I don't know exactly verbatim what was said, but Wemby was kind of just kind of pushed around the first couple of games, and maybe he was feeling some type of way, and this is the response you want from your superstar, right?
Yeah, you would think, right? And a 22-year-old superstar at that, a guy we had Cliche over, just chilling out with us, rocking out. He actually will be the guest for Real Talk with Papa Moon this Saturday at 5 p.m. here on the Inside Edge Network. And always good seeing the bro. He said, man, dude, that's the face of the league. He goes, I think he might be able to be one of the best, if not the best ever. And yes, it's still early, and we haven't even finished his finals yet. But there are guys out there thinking, Victor Wembanyama is on a fast track to superstardom if he's not already there, right? I mean, defensive player of the year, the youngest defensive player of the year already. He, in my opinion, and I know he didn't get it, he should have been the MVP of the league. And now he's showing, hey, I am the dude. And granted,
that's kind of changed his mindset a little bit too. Watching SGA get that award right in front, maybe that did something inside. Maybe that flipped the switch for him a little bit and got him a little extra motivation on the play. That helps, right?
Yeah, you wonder, right? Just an impressive performance so far for Victor Wembanyama, doing a little bit of everything. If you're into plus minuses, he's plus 28 right now, Chad B. 28.
Just looking at OG Anunoby, who's minus 27. So plus and minus. There you go.
And let's pivot over to OG Anunoby. 14 points on 3 of 6 shooting. He's been one of the most consistent New York Knicks in this series. He had 28 points in game 3 despite the loss. And tonight, again, already halfway through his total for game 3, halfway through the game. So he's on pace for another 28-point game if you do the math there. The one confusing thing, I got to be honest, if I'm looking at the New York Knicks, Josh Hart. Now, I know he's got 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot 1 field goal. Now he made it. He's got a 3, but
nobody. I mean, Jalen Brunson has 14 attempts from the floor. No one else has more than 6. It's like no one's getting a shot off. It's wild.
It doesn't make any sense. And Josh Hart, I mean, he gave the Cavaliers the business, had his best playoff game, his playoff career high, 26 points. Yeah. Where is that Josh Hart? If you're the New York Knicks, you're wondering, where is that Josh Hart? Because
I understand, he didn't have a player within 8 to 10 feet of him all night against the Cavs that night either. I mean, they just let him do what he wanted to do.
That's fair, but I'll say this, Chad B. Josh Hart's a guy that still can give you 10 to 15 on a normal night. And you got to wonder, okay, Josh Hart's the guy who gets scrappy, gets in the paint. And for a guy that's not necessarily he's not a traditional center. He's not even really a traditional power forward. He is closer to a guard than he is a center. And he's out there and he's scrapping. He's getting in the paint and he gets those hustle rebounds. He's like, and I'm going to be very clear how I say this because we are Cleveland's digital leader, but he's like a better Max Strus. Max Strus is our guy who gets up there, gets the boards, gets involved. Mm-hmm. That's Josh Hart. And you got to wonder if you're New York in the locker room right now, out there in Madison Square Garden, while the Wu-Tang Clan's rocking out, and I bet you Madison Square, I bet you MSG's is rocking, okay? But
I bet they'd be rocking a little more if they weren't down 27, but yeah, point taken, yeah.
I'm going to be real with you, though. They could, me, personally, my team could be losing by 30 or 40. You bring Wu-Tang Clan out, I'm still going to rock. Yeah. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest with you. But
there ain't nothing to, yeah.
That's right. That's right. You know what? That's right. But we'll see. We'll see, right? You just have seen a lot of things, and I think the big talking point for the New York Knicks is Josh Hart's got to get a few more opportunities. They got to find a way to get him involved, whether it's he's going to set some pick and rolls and just roll to the basket. But I think the presence of Victor Wembanyama, Devin Vassell, Vassell, playing very well for them as well. Again, perfect from the floor, 5 of 5. They are doing things to limit Josh Hart's versatility. He's not really able to roam in the paint, get those extra boards, and put those easy putbacks in. He's not getting those opportunities. So you wonder, how is Josh Hart going to get involved? But if I'm in the New York Knicks and I'm in that locker room, I'm Mike Brown, I'm figuring out a way. I'm drawing up plays to get Josh Hart involved because clearly Mikal Bridges, has anyone seen Mikal Bridges? I think he's on like a milk carton right now.
I was going to say he's on the side of a milk carton right now.
Same
wavelength,
Yeah, I mean, another bad game, Chebby. He didn't have a good game 3. Tonight, he's 5 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 2 rebounds. Just, you got to think. If you're the New York Knicks, you traded so much for Mikal Bridges, multiple firsts. I mean, just a plethora of capital. And this is what you're getting in the finals? After everything he did in the second half and he started finding momentum, but now the biggest moments.
All that capital for all this lowercase. Hey, listen, it's a terrible joke, but listen, I mean, right now you can tell the Knicks offense is just out of sorts. I mean, we talked about, remember I said the Knicks ball movement looked like what we thought the Cavs would look like when Kenny Atkinson came over. That's what I thought. I don't want to speak for all of us, but that's what I thought the Cavs offense would look like. Right now, 7 assists in the first half for the Knicks to 18 for the Spurs. I mean, the Spurs are moving the ball over the place, getting the open shot. The Knicks have obviously not been able to do that in the first half. Listen, the Knicks are a second half team. They're a comeback team. We know that better than anyone. Watching outside of Cleveland, Cleveland gave up a 22-point game or a 22-point lead in game 1. Words are very difficult.
It's okay. It's okay.
7 is going to be tough. The way the Spurs team is playing. Now listen, the NBA is a game of runs. We know that. But man, 76-49 is such a commanding lead at halftime. I don't know. This series might be heading to. It might be 2-2 after tonight.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of basketball to be played, but to your point, that's a heck of a deficit to come back. Now, like you said, 22-point lead was erased, and erased a lot quicker than a full half of basketball, and it happened at Madison Square Garden. So if there's a few similarities, those would be them. The difference is the Cavaliers don't have a Victor Wembanyama. They don't.
No, they don't.
They don't. I mean, they don't have a guy that truthfully is taking everything personally. And I brought it up multiple times here on the network throughout the season about when Victor Wembanyama was breaking down, like crying over an emotional comeback victory in like January or February in the regular season. Now, granted, he has some stuff going on as well off the court, but nobody cares, I think, more than Victor Wembanyama. I feel confident saying that statement. Nobody cares as much as Victor Wembanyama about playing the game of basketball.
Yeah, and he kind of wears his heart on his sleeve. I mean, you see that. You get some very honest, open answers from him. And real quick, speaking of things off the court, I clicked on the wrong comment.
He's outside splashing the tank. Oh my God!
It moved on me. But
gas is expensive. Gas is expensive. Careful.
What you gotta do? But do you guys and C-Town Rock says, do you guys think the fans will act the same? I don't know. I mean, maybe. You never know. It's a wild card. It's a total wild card. You never know what you're gonna get in New York City. It gets a little. extra sometimes.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's, you look at other cities when they win, they tear the whole city apart. Philadelphia's done it before. You never know what you're going to get. And then this one was especially funny to me because Mike Brown's never been attacked. Maybe he learned in Golden State, right? Because he says when he feels like when he was our coach, we never saw much in terms of halftime. Yeah. And that's why he got fired twice here, right? That's why he got sent packing. And now he's in the NBA finals. And maybe he did learn in Golden State.
Yeah.
Different man.
Yeah. You wonder, right? And I do, we don't, just very clearly, we don't really get political on this show at all. I'm not going to get political, but I do want to just address there was news discussion between James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, the city of New York, Madison Square Garden, and Mayor Mamdani of New York City about the watch parties and the ticketed watch party and how they were going to proceed. So just to answer C-Town Rocks there, we'll see. It's sad on a quick note, and we'll move off of it, but it's just sad that wearing an opposing jersey allows you to be susceptible to get jumped in an opposing city. It's just sad.
And to be clear, it happens everywhere. It's not
yes.
just we're not calling out New York side. There was an incident in the Muni lot maybe a couple of decades back. That was a while back. I think a 10 or 11-year-old kid ironically, I think it was a Jets jersey, right? Got tackled in the parking lot by a grown adult Browns fan. Just clearly not acceptable, man. I mean, come on. It's a game. Like we're watching a game. We're watching grown adults play a child's game, right? It's one thing to be a fan. It's one thing to be very passionate. I get it. You spend your time, you spend your money, you spend, a lot of your effort watching your team, but it's never so important that we have to assault someone, especially a child, right, over the game. That's ridiculous. So it does happen.
Yeah, no, you're spot on, Chebby, and you echoed the thoughts. We are on the same page, and that's why we do the show every night, 10 to 11, with each other, right? Because we're on the same page.
Also, because AA tells us to, so we have to do that.
Yeah, he said, you guys are stuck together. And I'm like, all right, I can think of worse situations to be in my life, right?
It could be absolutely worse, yeah.
But Chad said it spot on. While we're just on the topic for just a moment, it doesn't belong in any city. Violence over sports. It doesn't matter. Look, I'm not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. I have some of my favorite people in the world are Pittsburgh Steelers fans. And it's okay. They just have bad taste in football teams.
But it's terrible. The taste is terrible. The people are great. Yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I want to C-Town Rocks just chiming in. We're going to keep the comment section rolling. You're all in here rocking with us. If you have a comment about the game, the series, chime in. We are talking NBA Finals. Spurs on top of the Knicks right now at halftime. That is 76-52. The third quarter just started. 76-52. So now a 24-point lead there, Chad B. But C-Town Rocks said, amen. Everyone should feel safe going to and leaving a stadium. And I think we'll leave it at that. You said it perfectly, C-Town Rocks. Thank you. They also said, hashtag go get Giannis. Now, are we talking the Cavaliers or are we talking the Knicks?
Yeah, it could be either one. I hope we're talking the Cavs. I think that's a great plan. If you can get him, the problem is everybody wants him, right?
Yes.
And I don't know if the Cavs would be, and I don't necessarily think that it's just Giannis's top choice. That's wherever he goes. It obviously is going to be based on whatever Milwaukee can get back for him. But I think they're probably going to listen to him a little bit, right? Like if he's got a preference, they might maybe give him a little bit of preferential treatment. But the problem is with this, I don't know that the Cavs are going to be one of his top 2 or 3 choices. Maybe. And he may not have a choice in that. Obviously he's going to be traded. He's not a free agent, but we'll see how it works. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. This second half is going to be very interesting. It's going to be super. I guess that's the word, right? I would try to think of another word, but it's going to be interesting. Spurs up 27 right now.
Yeah, and you talked with them at Golden earlier, and you even asked me, said, listen, I don't know who to pick tonight. And that's the way this series has been. It's been so unpredictable. I mean, with it could be 4 road wins to start this. That's crazy. 4 road wins to start the NBA Finals. I mean, these teams can't win at home. It's wild. But yeah, this is a really unpredictable series. And if it does go to 2-2 and becomes a best of 3 series, I don't know how to call it. But I told you last night on the show, if the Spurs win tonight, I think the Knicks are in big, big trouble. And I think Emmett Golden kind of agreed with me there. He said basically the same thing. They could be in huge trouble, the Knicks.
Yeah.
After starting 2-0 and being on that generational run, at some point you just kind of you run out of fuel a little bit, right? You just don't have quite as much gas in the tank. And they may have hit a wall a little bit right now, 81-52 with about 9:40 left in the third. So they've got some work to do if they're going to come back and try to go up 3-1 in the Spurs.
They always say, Chad B., everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
That's it.
And the Knicks were rolling. They were 13 straight, 2 straight sweeps, in the Eastern Conference second round, and then the Eastern Conference Finals against our Cleveland Cavaliers. If you're just tuning in, we're based here in Cleveland, Cleveland's digital leader. Thanks for tuning in. Hello. But now the Knicks got punched in the mouth. Game 3, they got punched in the mouth. And Game 4, this is a haymaker. This is a haymaker right now.
The Knicks are tough enough they can respond. But like I said, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to respond tonight. But even if it goes 2-2, yeah, I mean, listen, they're going to be in trouble, but they're more than tough enough, right? They're mentally tough enough to respond. They can do that. Just will they? We'll see.
We sure will. And we're going to stay with you until the game ends. And guess what? We're here with you until 1 a.m. We have a very, very fun stream for you again. If you remember our Game 3 stream, if you're here from last time, you're like, man, these guys are pretty cool in Game 3. And we're like, all right, hey, thanks. We'll take that,
Again, right?
Yeah. We will be with you for the rest of the game and have post-game reaction immediately. You'll just stay on the stream. We'll keep talking and telling you our thoughts. Chad, Bryan, and myself, we're Inside Edge Primetime. We're here with you till 11, and we'll have some friends, some of our colleagues, our teammates joining us. Very, very exciting, so stay tuned for that. The Inside Edge Network is going to be rocking and rolling. If you're here for the first time, or you just stumbled across and you've been like, I've been here a few times. Well, maybe this time you hit the like button, you hit subscribe, you follow Inside Edge Net on YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. Just stay locked in with us. We have daily programming, 4 daily shows every day. And of course, we have weekly programming that's great as well. We are so blessed to be Cleveland's digital leader, your source for sports, entertainment, mental health conversations, news, and everything in between. And of course, check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Read about your favorite personalities like Chad and I. We won't tell anybody that we're your favorite, all right? Listen. Everybody does a great job. Read about the personalities of the Inside Edge Network. Great team here.
Yeah.
Go check out our partners page. And of course, go to the shop page. Get something nice. Go get Cleveland Digital Leader merch. Come on, man. All right. So with all that being said, that's Chad, Bryan to my right, your right, everybody's right. I'm Eli Moon. This is Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. We're going to take a quick pause. This is the time where I tell you, get some caffeine, get dinner. I'm going to go see if my Taco Bell is dried off yet because the bag was destroyed. And we'll come back here in just a few moments and we'll talk more Spurs and Knicks.
Are you trying to get Taco? Wait, are you pushing now for think outside the bag? Are we going to? We need a different bag for Taco Bell.
Put the money
bag. All right,
in the bag.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. That's not that. That sounds like a Taco Bell problem, not mine.
81-52 Spurs on top of Knicks. Chad, Bryan, and Eli Moon. We'll figure out all of our problems and see if we can break down the Knicks problems here in Game 4 when we come back right after this.
Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
All right. We had a great show here on this Wednesday, hump day. We talked a little bit about the Spurs Knicks coming up here. We talked about why Eli will not jump out of a plane. I gave you a great review on a band that I love so much, Magdalena Bay. So check us out, Inside Edge Morning Show. Keep it locked.
Man, listen. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm pissed. I couldn't get my vote in for Love Island. I could not. They're a crappy app. We have voting problems in this country. But I will tell you, I do have stats. Sincere, 30 points in last night's episode, but he gave away points with turnovers. KC, 25 points. We did a full Love Island scoring breakdown because it's a real sport, damn it. Oh, we got other stuff going on. Oh, yeah, the NBA Finals. We'll talk about that coming up tonight on Midnight Run. Plus a major programming announcement tonight on the Inside Edge Network.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
And welcome back, everybody. Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. I am in a soundless abyss because the intro is only playing in Chad Bryan's ears, but he's over to my right. You're right. Everybody's right. My goodness gracious. I'm Eli Moon. We're back here in the saddle, on the saddle, saddle adjacent here on Inside Edge Primetime. A very special episode of Inside Edge Primetime. It's a mega stream. It's going to be one stream. That's what we call it, a mega stream. Like Omega Video Marketing, one of our great sponsors of the Inside Edge Network. Go check Megan and all the great work she does. Check her out and go, if you need help with your business, go check out Omega Video Marketing. Chad and I, we're going to try to see how we can help out the New York people and give them a little hope going into this second half, because it has been ugly, Chad B. We went to break. However, the Knicks have now cut it to a 22-point lead. Tell me if that sounds familiar.
Number. That's it. That's the magic number. It need to be at 22.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. If you're just tuning in, 81-59 Spurs leading the New York Knicks, 8:23 to go in the third quarter. And right now, Jalen Brunson is the guy. OG Anunoby also to follow with 19 points. He is having a pretty good NBA Finals run right now. And I talked about this on the network before, and we've talked about OG Anunoby's importance to the New York Knicks. And I know he's not a superstar, but again, second team all defense in the NBA. And Karl Anthony Towns said after a post game he should have been first team, but whatever. You know, he's been a star in terms of being a two-way player. And I think he is very close to becoming a star. I don't know if he is right now, but he's very consistent for the New York Knicks, and he has 19 points tonight, well on his way to getting another 28 or so for the Knicks. And they're going to need that. They're going to need every little basket they can. Jalen Brunson, 22 points on 7 of 16 shooting. So a little bit better from the floor tonight. But that's a big story as well, Chad. And Kyle Cornell, host of On Filter here on the Inside Edge Network, 5 to 6 p.m. every weekday. And he had another great show today. It was really, really good. With all that being said, Kyle had a very important point that was brought up in Game 3's postgame, and it was Jalen Brunson's inefficiency. This is a guy that typically is hitting a lot of baskets. You're not worrying about bad shots, and it feels like right now he's out there trying to force things to try to get baskets to fall.
Yeah, a little bit like Wemby in the first two games, right? Where he just didn't look quite settled in. And you know, Brunson was settled in. Now he's unsettled. I really don't know. But you got to think the Spurs aren't going to continue to keep shooting over 50% for 4 quarters of this game, right? That's going to give the Knicks a little bit of a chance to climb back in. I'm sorry. I checked this comment. Real quick, we got an update on the very important Taco Bell bun situation.
Okay.
Speaking of backsides. We have a fun fact that apparently and we got to fact check this, but I'm putting it up because it's in the comments. Taco Bell must have done a promotion a couple of decade or two ago where they had a Sloppy Joe-esque kind of a sandwich. I'm not sure how that fits into the rest of the Taco Bell lineup. I don't know if it's useless info. I mean, we used it.
Is that a Sloppy Bell? Is that a Sloppy Bell?
Is that what they do there? Is that
that sounds bad.
I just don't really know. I don't know how a Sloppy Joe. What's in that sandwich? I got to find that out. We got to look that up after the show. We'll talk about
probably not anything. Probably a lot of artificial. That's all.
Yeah, well, a little bit. Yeah, some. You got to use your imagination a little bit. I think.
It's like you remember Plankton from SpongeBob when they had the invisible meatloaf? That's what that is.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love it.
Well, hopefully, Taco Bell's not like the chum bucket to you. It's got to be a little better than that. But
it can't be the chum bucket. Me and Papa Moon probably make a Taco Bell visit once a week sometimes.
There you go.
Yeah. So if that's the chum bucket,
crab. It's no Krusty Krab, but it's not the chum bucket either. So.
Man, we've talked a lot of cartoons today. Early in the morning show, me and Omar and I were breaking down the trilogy of Shrek. We were talking about how Shrek stood the test of time. Like, it's one of those only animated series, like cartoons and movies, those types of things, that every movie hit. Every movie hit.
Okay, another fun fact. When our power goes out here, we have a generator. It's not a whole house generator, but it's a partial house generator. So we move a TV, take a TV out of the studio. The TV I'm looking at right over here. Put it downstairs. Right, take the old DVD player, blow the dust off, and everybody sneezes for a few minutes. Get the DVD player out. Right, if you know what that is. We go plug those in on the one side of the house, and the kids, the first thing they usually want to watch is Shrek. It's like you talk about standing the test of time. They want to watch Shrek, man. That's what they want to do when the power goes out. So hopefully I knocked on wood. I don't want to speak that into existence. It's storming here.
If I see you
go out Monday night during illegal formation for absolutely no reason on a beautiful sunny day, so you never know. But yeah, they've definitely stood the test of time. I would agree with that.
Yes. If you see Chad B freeze at any moment, we've lost him. We've lost him.
Gone. Power's out. I'll be back I'll be back soon.
Yeah, he'll be back soon. I love it. Update here as we're again. If you're just tuning in, and I know you're probably turning like, why are these guys talking about Shrek? But I promise you, we're talking NBA Finals is what we're breaking down. 81-62. The Knicks have cut it to under 20. Under 20. Chad B with 6:50 to go in the third quarter. Are we smelling a New York comeback?
Well, somewhere Kenny Atkinson is sitting up in his sleep calling a timeout right now. Like, it's
no. Kenny Atkinson's preparing for analytical game 7.
He's gonna take. I'm gonna take those timeouts to breakfast. Can I take him to breakfast? Can I do that? Yeah.
Yeah. Just a lot going on, man. I think we talked about it. Her. Here as a her.
Her.
Over her. got a little Nelly in me.
We are the Lose digital leader in.
Yeah. Inspired by old school R&B and hip hop. Eli Moon. Thank you, Mama Moon, for raising me right.
They got the urge to go get a pair of Air Force Ones. I don't know why.
It's getting hot air. Okay, listen.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done. We're done. All right, and that's it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. No, all that jokes aside, here's what I think is gonna have to happen for the Knicks. They're down by 19 right now, and we're seeing really, again, I mentioned it, a lack of effort. I want to say, and maybe not effort's the right word, but that's what comes to mind. It's like for what Mikal Bridges was brought in to do.
Yeah.
Which, reminder, he was brought in, multiple firsts sent out by New York to go get him.
Yeah.
And the fact that this is the biggest moment they brought him in for, and he is, I get he's going to bring you the defense, but offensively, he has been so poor these last just 2 games in New York City. 2 of 6 from the floor. I mean, pedestrian numbers, 5 points and 2 rebounds. And this is a guy, Mikal Bridges, I mentioned it in game 3 post game. He was up 2-0 with Phoenix in the 2021 NBA Finals against the Milwaukee Bucks. And they remembered, Kenny ain't calling a timeout. No, Kenny's probably trying to find a good chicken sandwich somewhere.
He's somewhere he's struggling with those timeouts as we speak.
Yes. But Kenny Atkinson, oh my goodness, not Kenny Atkinson. Mikal Bridges was up 2-0. Kenny Atkinson didn't get that opportunity.
Yeah, he's not doing very well in this game either, though. He's not.
But Mikal Bridges, he was up 2-0 in 2021 with the Phoenix Suns, up on the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis, and they were both searching for their first ring, right? And I know Mikal Bridges wasn't the star of that team, but he was a guy searching for his first ring, and he remembers very clearly that they lost 4 straight after that. Milwaukee and Giannis, they got that championship, and he's still searching for his Mikal Bridges, and he has mentioned about how they're going to play desperate. It's 0-0, it's 0-0. Well, right now, it's like, that's kind of like what you're giving on the floor. It's 0-0, like, like, we're in trouble. Where's Mikal Bridges? Like, I don't know where he's showing up at and where he is. I'm so confused. I'm so confused because he played so lights out in the second half of the regular season. He was really important during this playoff run for the Knicks. And right now, when they need him most, he is absent. And another guy that's been absent, Karl-Anthony Towns, 8 points on 2 of 3 shooting, 7 rebounds, but he's turned the ball over 3 times, Chad B. We were ready to declare
Karl-Anthony first assist with about 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, by the way. We talk about how good of a passer Cat is. I mean, they're just not running the ball through him the way they've been. They've been very successful doing that, and we're not seeing that right now. But go ahead.
Yeah, you were okay. I was going to say we were ready to declare Karl-Anthony Towns the MVP of the finals 2 games ago.
I called him a poor man's Jokic, and now he's had, since I said that, he's had like 2.5 assists. That's it. Like, they don't use him like that anymore. So never mind. Again, like I said last night, I rescind that statement or whatever night that was. All right, it's running.
He's like, watch that, Chad B. Watch this. I'll show you. I'll show you the poor man's version of Jokic for sure, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, he couldn't afford a bucket growing up and doesn't know how to play basketball.
Pal.
It's rough.
Now it is a 16-point lead. The Knicks are starting to slice into it.
They are.
Oh, it's starting to get a little interesting here. We got a very, very fun show here for you. Just tuning in, this is the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader, your source for sports, entertainment, mental health conversation, news, music, and everything in between. We talk about everything here. We give you the best of everything here in Cleveland, but we go national. Again, our Cavaliers have been eliminated by the New York Knicks. We're going to talk finals here very extensively. We'll have, of course, more of the network joining us throughout the 3 hours. We're here with you 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. And we'll have a double Anthony Alford midnight run with double Anthony Alford, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Our program director, our bro, he has a lot to talk about this finals game. And
I've said it before, Eli. It's so lucky that he hosts that show. I mean, just given that it's called Midnight Run with Anthony Alford, it's so lucky that he ended up as the host of that show, Anthony Alford, because otherwise it wouldn't fit, right? That's just a lucky thing. That's all.
Well, one time it would.
For me.
A great observation. You know what? I'll
Thanks.
give you another observation. One time, Omar Colossal Jr., our morning show host, was the host of Midnight Run with Anthony Alford. Get
That's
that?
true. Yeah, he mistook the name of that show pretty badly that night. We had to pull him in out of the street. He was going for a jog, if you remember correctly.
Oh yeah, he was moving. He was certainly moving. If you're here for the first time, like, subscribe, follow Inside Edge Net on all the socials. Hit that notification bell. Stay locked in here with us. We have a great time every night, daily and weekly programming. And go check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Read about your favorite personalities like Chad and I. Go check out the partners page. We couldn't do without them. W Energy, Monster Moments, SportsMemorabilia.com, Fanatics.com, and AlleyRoseFragrances.com. Of course, shout out to Omega Video Marketing, another one of our partners here on the network. They just all do a great job. We couldn't do it without them. Couldn't do it without you at home. Go to the shop page. Go check out, get a mug, a polo, a shirt, a hat, a windbreaker, because it's raining in Cleveland. You might need a windbreaker every now and then. Just stay locked in with us, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. We appreciate you for tuning in. Chad B and I are here with you for the next hour at least. We're going to see how long Chad B stays with me and everybody else that starts joining the screen.
I was just going to do a huge clap of thunder. I don't know if you might have been able to hear it over the mic. It was so loud. It's getting closer and it's getting louder. So we'll see. You never know.
Did it sound like this?
There's another one right there.
Yeah, we're in trouble then, bud. With that being said, maybe I need to start looking for backup because Chad B, we are on borrowed time right now, buddy. But we are with you again. Midnight Run with Anthony Alford. He'll be with you midnight, but we have a bunch of the network joining us here, and we will start bringing them in at the top of the hour. So stay tuned for that. But Chad B and I are going to take a quick pause. We will come back after a word from our partners and keep talking about this Knicks and Spurs game. The Spurs trying to hang on. They're up 84-65 with just over 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. This is Inside Edge Primetime, a very special edition of Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. That's Chad Bryan to my right, your right, everybody's right. I'm Eli Moon, and I'll try to say something that's not meme-worthy tonight. Kyle, I know you're watching somewhere. We're back.
Always watching.
Right after this. See you guys in just a second.
Monster Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife, Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at monstermomentsphotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. monstermomentsphotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
And welcome back to Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. We are rocking with you Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Spurs trying to hang on against the New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden. And we are here rocking with you on the Inside Edge Network. Chad, Bryan to my right, you're right, everybody's right. I'm Eli Moon, and we are back here on the Inside Edge Network. Going to break down a bunch of Spurs and Knicks. And right now, Chad B, it seems like the Knicks are just trying to chip away. We talked about it. They were down pretty large there at halftime, and they're down 17 right now. It seems like there is hope here for the New York Knicks.
Yeah, it's keeping down. Like I said, he can set up forever.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting, right? They're trying to cut it down, and as Chad mentioned, the Spurs are starting to come back down to earth when it comes to the field goal percentage.
By chance, can you hear the intro music right now?
Is it still rolling?
I wondered if you forgot. Okay.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. No, I just wanted the people to hear it, man. I just wanted the people to hear the tunes. That's a Chad B.
We can let it run for the rest of the show if you want.
Yeah, man. You know what? Hey, we're up for a challenge every time. But we want to answer a question we got during the break. C-Town Rocks. When do you guys usually do Cleveland sports talk in general? Typically every night. C-Town Rocks. Typically every night we talk.
That make news when they do something dumb, right? When the Browns come out and do things like the Browns do. We tend to try to talk about that. But right now it's Spurs and Knicks, right? It's NBA Finals night. But yeah, and there's some Brown stuff to get to. We talked about Joel Bitonio retiring yesterday on the show. Actually played his full 5-minute announcement on the show yesterday. So congratulations to him again. Hope he can enjoy his retirement and that he doesn't miss it too much. Don't know if I would miss you heard the comment, Eli, about him not being able to get in and out of his car. Man, sometimes listen, you love being an athlete, but I don't miss the aches and pains of being a pitcher at all. I can't imagine what it's like being an offensive lineman in the NFL. So I don't think he'll miss that too much. But yeah, when our teams do stuff to make a little bit of noise or make a little bit of news, we'll talk about them. Unfortunately, the Guardians just got swept by the Yankees in this series after sweeping the Yankees there, so they traded sweeps. But yeah, we typically a little bit every night we try to get to at least a couple of our 3 teams here, right, Eli?
Yeah, absolutely. Not only just absolutely.
Multiple absolutely, not just one absolutely. You got to think outside the bun a little bit on this one.
We're so absolutely okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's okay, Chad B. No, I'll get it aside. Knicks and Spurs in an interesting battle. Talked about it. This is a pivotal game in this series. Knicks can go up 3-1 if they can find their way to come back and get this victory. Spurs tie up 2-2, go back to San Antonio for Game 5. So this is a really important game, Chad B. Another thing we've talked about on the network, I brought up a few times, the home team has not won on their home floor once in the NBA Finals. So if you're the New York Knicks, you kind of, maybe if you're at least a New York Knicks fan, maybe not the players, but like, hey, look, we've won both in San Antonio, and technically we just got to win both games in San Antonio to get the championship. I mean, it's just a crazy thought that nobody can defend home court right now.
How often do you hear that, by the way? If we lose tonight, we just got to regroup and get back on the road and go take care of business, right? What? What? Back where we're comfortable on the road, we'll be fine.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy. Like, what?
Yes, absolutely. And we are rocking and rolling. Looking at some of these scores, the update 87-72, Spurs over the Knicks. And
Eli, in case you I don't mean to cut you off, but in case you ever think that you don't make change in this world, Eli, and I think C-Town Rocks meant to say added to my vocabularies there. Absolutely's has now been added to my, and you have more than one vocabulary thanks to Eli Moon. So there you go.
Wow. You know what? Sometimes you don't realize when you're changing lives and you're just so lost in the moment and the spotlight. And
that's the bright side of the moon. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to see the back end.
No, no, not the dark side of the moon. We don't need that. Nope.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Not from you. No.
They call that a full moon. That's either a few other things, or that's when the entire moon family is together in one spot. That is the full moon. Yes. Dylan Harper, he's been very interesting here for the Spurs. Chad, he has 19 points at 7 of 10 shooting. He's smacked 3 threes, 3 of 5 there from 3-point land, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He's only turned the ball over once.
It made me nervous. We were talking about back ends and moons. You said smack. I got nervous. Okay, I'm fine. All right, I'm better now.
No, chill out, dude.
I got to keep an eye on you, man. I don't know what you're
Midnight runs later, bud.
I'm trying to keep Kyle off of your back, man, and off your back end. I'm just trying to keep him off of you right now.
Hey, listen, don't go anywhere near the back end. Okay?
I can only help you so much, man. That's all I can do.
Oh, my golly. All right. Dylan Harper, he's been very important, though, for the Spurs. The rookie, first guy off the bench for the Spurs, and he's impacted the game very mightily here for San Antonio. 70% from the floor. He is looking good, and this is crazy. This is crazy. Now, it's an 18-point lead with a minute left in the third quarter. Mm-hmm. Chad B., I mean, obviously you got Jalen Brunson with 27 points, 9 of 19 shooting. Not a bad night for Jalen Brunson. Only turned the ball over once.
Yeah.
Who's going to step up? Because right now it's Brunson and Anunoby. 27 for Brunson, 22 for Anunoby on 6 of 10 shooting. Another good night for him. But then you look at Josh Hart, 6 points. They must have heard me at halftime, got a few more shots for him. Mm-hmm. Karl Anthony Towns still without a shot attempt in the second half.
Yeah, still just Bridges too. Yeah,
Mikal Bridges just having a bad game for her. So,
what's going on with Towns? I just looked over. He's only got 16 minutes played. I don't know if something's. I'm not able to watch the game and I don't want to do too much, but I don't know if something's going on with Towns. If he's just not physically all there, I don't really know. But yeah, I mean, like I said, since I caught him the poor man's Jokic, the assist train has dried up. It's gone. They don't use him like that anymore. So no really running the offense through Cat right now. It's all Jalen Brunson. And I mean, yeah, he's got 27, 9 or 19, not the most efficient night, but like you said, just the one turnover. I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to step there. The Knicks are gonna have to get remember how they had like 5, 6, 7, 8 guys against the Cavs that just they were interchangeable. It didn't matter. Whoever had the open shot was knocking it down. And, as the Cavs, you can really only do so much, right? It's hard to defend all 5 guys to a T on the court. Yeah. You can't do it. You're always going to leave somebody open. But, yeah, the Knicks just don't have that right now. They don't have that 3rd, 4th, and 5th guy knocking down open shots right now. If that changes, I mean, they're down just 15 right now heading into the end of the 3rd quarter here. So that's definitely reachable for them. It's about right where they want it, right? They were more than comfortable being down 22 to the Cavs in game 1 of that Eastern Conference Finals. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to have to see it, but it's going to take somebody. Like I said, somebody's going to have to step up. And by the way, I'm just watching the Spurs field goal percentage creep down. They're down below 50% now. They're at 48.5 from the floor. So,
yeah,
Wemby throwing up a bunch of threes.
Yeah, and that's the end of 3. Speaking of threes, end of 3rd quarter, 90-75. The San Antonio Spurs lead the New York Knicks. Another guy, talk about the New York Knicks and the guys, just making impacts. Landry Shamet's had a pretty good, had moments here and there for the Knicks. Tonight, he has had 18 minutes, 0.02 from the floor. So it's not very good there for any of the New York Knicks shooters right now. And we'll answer this question before we go to break here for a moment. Programming announcement that at 11:10 p.m. we'll have the host of Unfiltered, our bro, Kyle Cornell, joining the stream. So we'll get Kyle's thoughts, and always a riveting time with our bro.
Can I just practice for Kyle to come on? I want to make sure I have everything ready.
Yeah.
We should be good for when Kyle comes on. We're all good. I don't have a dump button, but I got the censor button.
Okay, very well. C-Town Rocks asks, do either of you have a team you're hoping wins? I have a lot of peeps and like artists. I make music. If it's your first time tuning in, C-Town Rocks, I make music and I'm a community creator, so I book shows in and out of state. I love my peeps in New York, where I've been to multiple times and done shows out there. But I've got a real good connection with my San Antonio guys. Like, I really rock with them, and I know how much it would mean to them. So I'm rooting for San Antonio if I had to choose. But I just hope everybody has fun.
I just hope both teams have a good time. I picked the Spurs to win in 6 before the series started. I always have a hard time though when I just watch the Knicks just completely obliterate the Cavs. And I've always been a guy that, listen, when my team loses, I root for the team that beat my team. I'm like, well, listen, if my team lost in the playoffs, doesn't matter what, first round, Eastern Conference Finals, doesn't matter where, at least they lost to the eventual champion, right? Whatever sport it is, they lost to the champion. So I think, I'm torn a little bit. I'm rooting for my pick to be wrong. I'm kind of rooting for the Knicks to win a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see the Spurs come back and actually make my prediction come to life and win in 6 now. So who knows?
Very interesting. Very interesting. We'll see what happens. We'll see who's right. We'll see if Chad B's right, or if I'm right. We'll see. We'll see what's going on here. Fourth quarter about to get going. We'll be right back in just a moment. We are going to hear a word from our partners, and we'll come back. We'll talk about this fourth quarter as it gets rolling. In just under 20 minutes, we will have the one, the only, the incomparable, as he says.
New York is the incomparable, yeah.
Yes. Kyle Cornell, very well spoken. He's going to give you some great thoughts. And yes, as Chad B stands on that dump button, we will keep an eye on that as well. All jokes aside, we are
just got to get it right. I got to be ready. I got to be ready for it. It's not going to even cover him up. I don't know what we're going to do.
Oh, he is going to raise hell when he gets in here. This is Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network, a one-stream phenomenon here until 1 a.m. A lot of great stuff. That's my word of the day. You can use it.
Phenomenon should have echoed there. I feel like phenomenon.
Oh, let me try something here. I might be able to. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
What? Are
phenomenon.
We live? Phenomenon.
It didn't work. Okay. All right. Let's go to break. This is Inside Edge Network. This is Inside Edge Primetime. That's Chad Bryan. I'm Eli Moon. I'm going to save myself from embarrassment. We're back after this.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
Man, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm pissed. I couldn't get my vote in for Love Island. I could not. They're a crappy app. We have voting problems in this country. But I will tell you, I do have stats. Sincere, 30 points in last night's episode, but he gave away points with turnovers. KC, 25 points. We did a full Love Island scoring breakdown because it's a real sport, damn it. Oh, we got other stuff going on. Oh, yeah, the NBA Finals. We'll talk about that coming up tonight on Midnight Run. Plus a major programming announcement tonight on the Inside Edge Network.
And welcome back to Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. Chad, Bryan to my right, your right. I am Eli Moon, and you're probably wondering two things. One, is Eli going to stop the intro music this time? And two, is it think outside the bun or is it think outside the box? I just don't. Chad B. I don't know. I don't know anymore. What I do know is we are covering the NBA Finals here. Game 4 in Madison Square Garden. Wu-Tang Clan, they performed at halftime, and they might be the reason, one of the reasons, that they fueled the New York Knicks to a comeback victory. We'll see. Right now, it's 11:46. Yes, 90-75 just started underway. Spurs on top of the Knicks. Chad B, what are you going to have to see out of the New York Knicks? We've talked about it a little bit here. What are you going to have to see out of the New York Knicks to get to, like, this victory? I mean, we've kind of talked about a few different things, and I'm just curious if that still stands true or if there's maybe some missing formula we haven't covered yet.
Well, it's not there's no missing formula. They're just going to have to be more efficient on offense, right? They're going to have to get back to what they did best against the Cavs, which was move the ball around, just find the open shot, which, granted, was a little bit easier. I think the Cavs, I've had some time to cool off a little bit. I think the Cavs were just gassed. I get it, right? But sometimes it looked like the defensive effort wasn't there at all. But then when you think about it, it's like the Knicks just didn't miss in that series at all. So it's like, you keep closing out on threes and they're hitting them anyway. And it's almost like, I'll conserve my energy for offense, right? That would be one. James Harden, who Kenny Atkinson has raved on and on and on about being such a great defender. Confusing to me, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. No big deal. But yeah, they're just gonna have to find a way to be more efficient on offense, and they're gonna, Anunoby has, it's fine, 25 points. Brunson has 27. Nobody else in double digits. Nobody's doing anything. Cat's right there with 8 points, but he hasn't taken a shot since the first half. 1 assist for Cat in the game right now. They got to be more efficient. They got to find open shots, right? They got to. I know it's harder with Wemby out there. He's 8.5 feet tall, but they're going to have to do a better job of getting open shots and finding people in time to take those shots.
Do you think that the New York Knicks thought they broke Wembanyama and the Spurs after the 2 losses in San Antonio? The blurry comment.
Absolutely. I think they did. Yeah, I do. I really think they did. And I'm not going to say the Knicks didn't get arrogant here. They didn't suddenly forget that they're playing against an NBA team. I had talked about it before this series started. Before even the Western Conference Finals, I thought the Thunder were coming out of the West, and I said, "Listen, the Spurs they're really good, but they're just not quite built for this yet, right?" Well, they're proving me wrong right now, and I did pick them to win the finals, so they've changed my mind since then. But after they beat the Thunder, and really it was the way they beat the Thunder. They just no worries in games. I don't know. I've been impressed with the Spurs. I think that a lot of people talk about the Spurs being kind of next up, or Wemby's. It's going to be his league, and it's just give him 3 to 4 years. It might be right now. He might be like fully kind of evolving into that that butterfly from the caterpillar that we've known. Then I think the Knicks kind of thought they had him broken. I think they just thought they knew the way to get into his head and. But again, I don't think that's the reason for the whatever. I think they just fired the Spurs up a little bit. I don't think the Knicks stopped playing because, hey, we got this. I think they just woke the Spurs up a little bit. I mean, when you poke a guy and poke a guy and poke a guy, you're going to get a response one way or another, right? It's either going to hold under that pressure or he's going to excel. And Wemby seems to be excelling and playing pretty well. And the Spurs have kind of followed that lead. And here they are. They're up 93-75 and, the fourth quarter of Game 4 right now in New York. So.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to Mitch Johnson too, right? The head coach of the San Antonio Spurs. A lot of people wondered how the Spurs were going to look post Greg Popovich, after he stepped up to president of basketball operations. I said that a little weird. President of basketball operations, El Jefe for the San Antonio Spurs. And you wondered, you wonder what Mitch Johnson was going to do with the Spurs team. And very quickly in his coaching tenure for San Antonio, he has been electric and he's made the adjustments. A lot of people were questioning, and I was questioning, Mitch, maybe you got to look at different rotations, bud. Like, why isn't Dylan Harper in there in crunch time? Why is Dylan Harper only getting 3 minutes and 33 seconds in Game 2?
Yeah.
A game that if you win, we're talking tonight about a completely different story, right? And there's a lot of what ifs, and we don't play the what if game typically, but you wonder, man, this series would look a lot different if Mitch Johnson would have leaned into using Dylan Harper more. He is one of their best, if not the best shooter on the team. 21 points, 8 of 12 from the floor, 3 of 6 from 3, and the Spurs right now up 93-75, Chad B.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Harper, you see it right there. He's absolutely the real deal. And here's the reason. You said we don't play the what if game typically, and that's because we're Browns fans. And the reason that you don't play the what if game, it's like a choose your own adventure book, right? There are too many pathways when you try to go back and look at all the what ifs with the Browns. So that's why we don't do that. That's why we shut that off here.
Yeah.
I like to live in the moment and just keep moving forward, because if you look back, it'll drive you crazy. But yeah, Dylan Harper, like you said, 21 points, 8 of 12 from the floor, 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. I mean, playing pretty well. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a couple of turnovers. It looks weird for me to look down a box score and not see someone with 9 or 11 turnovers after watching the Cavs all playoffs. But
well, in fairness, Stephon Castle, he had a rough first 2 games against OKC. He had 20 turnovers in the first 2 games combined.
Yeah.
And he's really cleaned it up since then. I got to give him a lot of credit. The second-year point guard, he has cleaned it up. He's taking care of the basketball
a little bit, right? Yeah, it's got to get things under control.
Taking care of the basketball, and San Antonio is getting a lot of effort from a lot of guys, right? We talked about, obviously, Wemby, 22 points, 13 rebounds, and an assist. But Devin Vassell, 18 points on 6-8 shooting, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. And then you have efforts from De'Aaron Fox, 15 points and 6 assists, 3 rebounds. And Dylan Harper, 21 points, like we mentioned. That's been the big difference. And this game could really be out of hand if Stephon Castle was having a better game. We just talked about him with the turnovers, being very well with that. 2 of 6 from the floor, 7 points. So imagine if Castle was rolling too. I don't think this would be even a discussion if the Knicks could muster their way back. But yet, here they are down 15 with 8:43 to go in the fourth.
Yeah, the Spurs would probably be up over 30 right now. Meanwhile, like you said, with the Knicks, here's Anunoby and Brunson just trying to hold it together and keep it close until somebody steps up. But right now, they're not getting that.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be interesting, Chad B. And I'll tell you what else is going to be interesting. We might very soon have to use that. Do you have that button still?
Well, hold on. Let me fire it up. Oh, that's a different one. That's if we have to kick off the show. No.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on how many times Chad B's got to use that button, and we'll keep an eye on it. And I'm only messing with Kyle. Look, yes. I didn't choose this to start our friendly banter amongst the network. He made me the meme of the week, and then he told me today that I might be the meme of the week 2 weeks in a row. How is that even fair to me?
Goodness, my good, half a month. That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's upset that he didn't get to shave my head, and I
think that plays a little bit into it. Yeah, I think that plays a little bit. He wanted to get the Clippers out, man. Yeah.
Well, the Clippers aren't playing in the finals.
The LA Clippers are done. Yeah, no, we'll see what our boy Darius Garland does maybe next year. But yeah, for right now, no Clippers, no Lakers. We got a little West Coast flavor. I mean, I guess the Spurs are kind of West Coast. They're in the Western Conference, but they're not West Coast, right?
Yeah, they're down south. This is Southern hospitality, and they aren't giving much Southern hospitality right now in Madison Square Garden. They are taking care of business. 95 to 80 right now, 8:43 to go. They are at a timeout. I think we'll do the same. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause, hear from a few of our partners, and I believe when we return, after just a little bit of an extended break, about 5 minutes or so, don't go anywhere. You're going to hear from a few of our partners, hear about some of the other great shows here on the network. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we'll have the one and only Unfiltered's own Kyle Cornell, our Inside Edge Network bro. We can't wait to hear from Kyle and see what he's got to say. That's Chad Bryan to my right. You're right. Everybody's right. I'm Eli Moon. This is Inside Edge Primetime here on the Inside Edge Network. Make sure you go like, subscribe, follow at Inside Edge Net on all the socials. Smash that notification bell. Check out the website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Chad B yells at me. They all yell at me if I don't land the plane. I'm landing the plane. We're back right after this.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. There were 15 flavors to choose from. You can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
All right. We had a great show here on this Wednesday, hump day. We talked a little bit about the Spurs Knicks coming up here. We talked about why Eli will not jump out of a plane. I gave you a great review on a band that I love so much, Magdalena Bay. So check us out, Inside Edge Morning Show. Keep it locked.
Man, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm pissed. I couldn't get my vote in for Love Island. I could not. They're a crappy app. We have voting problems in this country. But I will tell you, I do have stats. Sincere 30 points in last night's episode, but he gave away points with turnovers. KC 25 points. We did a full Love Island scoring breakdown because it's a real sport, damn it. Oh, we got other stuff going on. Oh yeah, the NBA Finals. We'll talk about that coming up tonight on Midnight Run. Plus a major programming announcement tonight. on the Inside Edge Network.
And welcome back to the Inside Edge Network. It is Inside Edge Primetime, but it's the Inside Edge Network because we're in a one-stream phenomenon. I think I'm going to coin that, Chad B. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Chad B, to my right, you're right. Everybody's right for just a moment. And I'll explain that in just a second, why he'll only be to my right for a second, because I think things are going to get a little wild, Chad B.
Kicking me off? What's going on there?
No, I'm not kicking you off. Chill out. Here we go. Nick
Hey,
Spurs.
when we do these mega streams, we call it the extreme. Can we do that?
I'll take it to the higher ups and we'll see what we can do.
You're not taking it anywhere. You're still mad about the think outside the box.
The fact that you texted me during the break and sent me the actual screenshot of listen, dude.
I'm sorry. Listen, honestly, to be honest with you, that was bull. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, well, you better get ready. Warm that button up, but I hope it's ready to go. 99-88 Spurs lead with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Let's bring him in. The host of Unfiltered here on the Inside Edge Network. Our bro, we love him. Of course, it's Kyle Cornell. Kyle.
Am I just the dude that does this now? Is that what it is? Like, am I building a reputation is what you guys are trying to get at here? Like, what are we talking about?
We chose peace over here, and then you made me the meme of the week, and then you told me earlier that I might be back-to-back. Like, I might go back-to-back. Like,
I've been very busy today. Side note, awesome time coaching my son for baseball today. We had a great time. We got it before the rain got in, which was perfect.
Oh, you guys finished the game. You guys got the game in. Good.
Yeah. We lost 16-11, but I'll tell you what, it was still awesome just to coach the kids. And everyone hit. Everyone played well in the field. It was a good time. So we enjoyed it. But now I'm here with you two bozos. What the fuck are we doing?
Chad, you
right. The bleeps on delay, right? Oh, should I turn this backwards now because you guys are talking all this shit about the Guardians sweeping the Yankees before, and all of a sudden now you lose 3 straight and everyone's fucking silent.
Kyle,
missed it again.
The Braves fans are going through it. They just lost to the White Sox again, 2-1 tonight. So the Braves fans are going through it online right now.
Who gives a fuck about Braves fans? Like, what are we talking about? Like, come on, man.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. God, can I remove him? Yeah, I can.
No, keep him here. He's I had to get something to say to Kyle before we go back to the NBA Finals. I thought we had all talked about
game right now, by the way. Just a 7-point game.
Yes.
Sorry, just went to a 7.
Unbelievable.
Here they come again.
Now I will say real quick, because just Yankees Guardians, I was told that we don't get worried about June baseball. So that's my answer to you guys.
You can't flip on your fucking on the back end after you lose. That was a swear word. I behaved that line. But,
I swear I heard a song.
You can't talk all that shit and then all of a sudden now be like, oh, I heard we can't talk about June baseball. No, sit on that. Sit on that fence post.
Kyle, you told me you said it.
I know what I said. I said. I also know what you said.
I want you to hear me. On Unfiltered, you said you said on Unfiltered earlier that we're gonna have uncomfortable conversations. My uncomfortable conversation right now is that I guess June baseball shouldn't be as measured as October baseball, and I'm willing to accept that. It has nothing to do with the fact that the Yankees came into Cleveland and swept our Guardians. It has nothing to do with that.
Wait till they come out of this lockout and have an MLB Cup, and there's going to be a midseason championship in baseball. Just wait.
And suddenly I'll care less.
Kyle, let's get your thoughts. Chad and I have been breaking it down here, hour and 15 minutes. We're not going to talk Yankees Guardians. We're going to talk NBA Finals. It's a 4-point game.
Oh my goodness, they're doing it again.
You joined the stream. You joined
29 points.
Kyle, talk about it because you joined the stream, and now this is the closest the game's been since we've come on air. So just talk about what you've seen out of this Knicks basketball team right now.
Well, so I missed the first half. I was out getting dinner with the family after the game. Got treated by my mom, so appreciated that. And I saw the update at halftime when I pulled in. We had him brush his teeth, my son go to bed, all that stuff, and I saw up 29 points or whatever it was, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's happening. And I said, hey, watch the Knicks make this a 10-point game, though, before it's over. And lo and behold, it's a 4-point game with 4.5 minutes left. I mean, if the Knicks lose this game, there's a very good chance they lose the series. They kind of know that. because I talked about this, and I believe it now more than ever. Momentum is such a huge thing.
Mhm.
And the Knicks have found a way to battle back. They just don't give up. The Spurs, I watched the entire third quarter. I know they made 14 threes in the first half, and everyone was saying, oh my God, this is the best shooting team ever. It's a crazy half. The 3-point shot can go away like that.
Yeah.
And you saw it. I think they went 2 of 9 or whatever it was in the third quarter. Maybe. It may have been worse. I don't know. But it was bad. Like every shot was missing. It was long. They airballed 3 shots. Like you have to rely on the physicality of someone like Dylan Harper. De'Aaron Fox is a bigger guard. Get inside. When you build that lead, you protect it by slowing the game down and keeping the other team out of rhythm. Instead, you're missing threes, contested threes, and contested mid-range shots. You're forcing these up. You're getting the Knicks able to get out and transition and make plays. And they can run, and they have 4 or 5 shooters on the floor at all times, too. They're not going to stop jacking shit up. They're going to keep going for it. So, I mean, like, this is what the Knicks have done all postseason long. They just find ways to minimize gaps enough and get into games.
Do you mean the way to hold on to a lead is not to have James Harden dribble it into the corner and lay down?
Turns out you could just be the Spurs and a real competent team, and you could still blow a fucking 29-point lead. So how about that?
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Maybe James Harden wasn't the problem. Maybe I look really stupid.
Maybe we should feel a little bit better about the Cavs. I mean, watching this happen to the Spurs.
Oh, the Cavs would have been outclassed by any of the final 3 teams. Like it was the gap. Right. I think we could say, and after watching the Spurs and Knicks go back and forth now, we could probably say the gap between the Cavs and the Spurs, Thunder, and Spurs was pretty wide at this point.
Yeah, it's interesting, Kyle, right? Because we've had discussions, and the 3 of us have done quite a lot of Cavs post games, and we did quite a bit of that New York Knicks series before it was over quickly. And we discussed OG Anunoby, and I just want to bring this to the forefront again. I don't think he's a superstar, but Kyle, you got to give credit to OG Anunoby here, and I'm not saying you have it, but I mean 31 again for OG after 28 in Game 3. He's gonna give you that defensive side of the ball, but he has been the saving grace for the New York Knicks. You're going to get Brunson points. We talked about that. The inefficiency is what scared a lot of people going into Game 4 and beyond. But if OG Anunoby hasn't stepped up and had maybe 2 of the best playoff games of his career thus far, easily, I don't think we're talking about the New York Knicks in this position right now where they could steal this one and give the first win at Madison Square Garden this century in the finals. I know. I just had to say it to upset.
Stupid stat.
Stop
of course it is.
About the 1900s. Well, stop doing that, man. You're making me feel really.
Well, I know you watched Steve Van Buren back in the day, but listen, Chad. Okay.
Eagles. By the way, I was alive in the 40s. I loved that. I loved watching
the Eagles list was good. I was really happy with that. Reggie Wright and Jason Kelsey made the list. I was happy. That made a lot of sense.
Okay.
But I'll give credit where credit is due. Eli, he's playing really well right now. But I'll also say Jalen Brunson's shooting 50% from the floor. So that's bigger to me. OG having a 30-point game is obviously huge. You're going to take that whenever you can get it. It's great. But Jalen Brunson being efficient is why this is a 4-point game still with under 3 minutes to go, because he's been able to make plays and not take 30 shots and only hit 7. He's actually making some of those tough mid-range jumpers. He threw up a crazy floater when Dylan Harper was on his back. I watched that. Now it's a 1-point game. This is literally insane. If the Knicks come back from this and win 3-1 this series, I think either way, it feels like this game is the game. Like it feels like if the Knicks,
it's so pivotal. Yeah.
And the Knicks, if they fought all the way back and still don't win this game, that's a soul crusher. Like that's really tough to stomach. Hey, we were down by 29. We came back and lost by 2. Oh, fuck me.
Well, let me ask you this.
Is that worse than being up 22 and losing? Is that which way's worse?
I'm going to ask both you guys a question.
Win the damn game. Just win it. Yeah. Don't worry about it then.
Close it out. Yeah.
Kyle brought it up, and I'm going to ask both you guys here a question here. Just bring it back to while this game is in the final 2 minutes. And of course, we're going to stay locked in here with you on Inside Edge Network. We will go commercial free until the game ends. And then, of course, we will, at one point here in this hour, near the end of the hour, we'll get AA Anthony Alford in. He'll start warming up the studio for Midnight Run.
Is he finally going to work today? Oh,
we'll see. We'll see. All joking aside, we'll have the program director and our bro AA for Midnight Run. He'll join about the last 20 minutes or so of the post game here. Kyle and Chad, I'm going to ask both of you. I'll start with you, Chad B, and then we'll kick it over to Kyle. You guys have brought up how important, we've talked about how pivotal this game 4 is. Yeah. Chad B, who is more, somebody's going to have to lose, right? So who is more capable of coming back from a soul-crushing loss? Because I think either way you look at it, now how close it is, this is going to be a soul-crusher for the Knicks, who came all the way back, and if they can't get it done, or the Spurs blowing a 29-point lead. I mean, if you're the Spurs and the Knicks, who is more capable of handling this type of soul-crushing loss?
I think it depends on the way this game ends. It's a great question. But, to Kyle's point, if the Knicks down 29 points to battle back and lose by 2 or 3 at the end, it's going to feel like the Spurs have all the momentum, especially happening in Madison Square Garden, right? If you're the Spurs and you've lost the first 2 games at home, and man, it's a pretty big impact on both teams. Whoever loses this game, to be honest with you, being up 29, having a chance to even the series up and make it a best of 3 now, right? On the road at Madison Square, the mecca of basketball, I'm told. You don't go in there and win games, and meanwhile the home teams can't win, by the way, and the Knicks are up 105-104 right now.
They've officially completed the comeback as far as taking a lead. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If the game ended now, right? If the season ended today. But no, I don't know. It depends on, honestly, it depends on how it ends. If the Knicks are able to win this game, then I think maybe the series is over in 5. I think that's going to crush the Spurs. But if the Spurs come back and this is a hard fought game, and then
if the Spurs come back now, that's
crazy to say. They're down a half a shot right now, so you got to worry about that.
Analytically, they're down half a shot. Okay,
analytically, they're still up 20.
Analytically, they're up 11, but they're down 1 right now, so it's fine.
In the real world, they're down by 1.
Analytically, I think I'm just going to pass this on to Kyle. How about that,
dude? So the Spurs lost 3 times last series. The Knicks lost 3 times all playoffs. That should tell you all you need to know.
Yeah,
I think the Spurs can bounce back from losses. They've experienced them. The Knicks, they need to win this game because they're just not used to it. Like this whole run since the Atlanta series up until Game 3, they've been perfect, literally. Yeah. Like they don't know how to handle this right now in a playoff setting, but they know how to compete and stay in these games and win them. Mm-hmm. So if they finish the job, 38 seconds up 1, the Spurs just turned it over, I think, from what I saw. So that's not good. I mean, it's looking like the Knicks are going to win this game. I mean, like they're just doing what they do. They find a way to just stay in it, and the teams they've played handed it to them. The Cavs, just bad offense. The last 7.5 minutes of that game got it to overtime. San Antonio, these 2 quarters, the second half, they forgot how to play basketball.
Just ice cold.
Well, it's forcing these 3-point shots up and just rushing instead of actually finding open shots, working their way inside, being physical, slowing the pace down. This is the result. The Knicks go on these runs where, they don't necessarily hit every shot either. It's like they go on an 8-0 run, but they missed half their shots because the other team is giving them opportunities by taking 27-foot 3-point shots or missing back-to-back free throws, Victor Wembanyama. You can't do that in these moments. The best player in the league can't miss free throws in the fourth quarter with under a minute to go to take the lead in an NBA Finals game. That's just not acceptable. Can't do it.
And you bring up a few points, about Wembanyama and the missed free throws, Kyle. I mean, he's had he's had great moments.
He's 9 of 25 tonight, Eli. He's having a bad game. I don't care about the rebounds and all that stuff. He's had a rough game by his standards.
And that's what I'm saying.
Not good.
He's had some great moments in this series, but he's had a lot of blunders where the bad turnover and the settling for a jump shot at the end of Game 2, whether it was a good shot or not, that's what they took. And now tonight, you mentioned the back-to-back missed free throws late in this game. You just can't have that. And, we've heard different conversations from NBA greats and all that about we can't crown Victor Wembanyama the best player in the league. He has to take it. And right now, he's falling apart in big moments, it seems like.
I'm not going to blame him for the Game 2 shot because that was a good mid-range shot at the buzzer. Yeah. You want your best player taking that shot at the end of the game. LeBron doesn't know much about that. He usually takes it about a minute left in the game, not at the end, but still he hits it. I mean, that's got to be a shot Victor makes, right? If we're going to coordinate him as the guy, he's got to make that shot. He took ownership of that. They came back in Game 3. They got the job done. Victor led that charge, too, played really good basketball.
Yeah.
Led the team in scoring, did his thing, shot efficiently tonight. 9 of 25 with 24 points. I'm sorry, that's not good enough. I don't care about the 13 rebounds. I don't care how many block shots you have. He's got to be more efficient. If I'm going to hold Jalen Brunson to that standard, as far as being the leader of the Knicks and being that guy who's got to be efficient to win these games, you have to hold Victor Wembanyama to that standard on the other side now. I don't care if he's 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 67. It doesn't matter to me. He's got to be able to be efficient in these moments and make damn free throws. The dude shoots 87% from the line for the year, and he missed back-to-back free throws. Back-to-back, 3 straight free throws if you're counting before. Right. He missed another one. It's like, dude, you got to knock these down, and if you don't, this is what's going to happen. It's so crucial.
Yeah, ideally, I'd like my superstar to have more points scored than shots from the floor. So.
This is rough. This is.
And it's coming down to the wire here. We'll stay locked in here with you. Spurs currently down 105-104 to the New York Knicks, who have come back from all the way down 29 points.
Just set it up 105 all right now.
Yeah, free throws. Castle made one. He's going for another one.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that here. I want to
just set up for Jalen Brunson to hit a game winner in the Garden, isn't it?
No, that's
like,
that,
40-footer. It'll be a 40-footer too.
That
and
would be
if he does, I'm going to spin the hat back around because at this point we have to rep New York somehow because holy shit.
And at that point, we'll remove Kyle Korver. No, I'm kidding. I just
got a Braves fan in here. We're getting mad at me for being a Yankee fan. Get
Hey,
the
I
fuck
grew up
out of
with
here.
Yes, there's a reason for it. I mean, I don't know how you became a Yankees fan. That's weird.
There's a reason for mine too. If you would pay attention to the fucking show, you'd know why.
I
Chad
don't
B.
listen to you when you talk, man.
oh,
you
no, everybody play
the
nice.
words that are coming out of my mouth. No,
everybody just play nice. Gosh,
I get old sometimes and I forget where I am. I forget.
Chad Jeter was the first. He was the first ever pro I watched. It was the first game I ever watched. Was Derek Jeter's debut. That's why I'm a Yankee fan. That's
100% fair. That's yeah.
I still root for the Guardians against 28 other teams, just not against the Yankees, obviously.
That's
it.
Yeah.
Well, it is now officially a San Antonio lead. They are up 106.
My God, they came back.
105. They completed the comeback.
They were down 1 and they came back. That's wild.
Holy.
It's crazy, and we're gonna get another timeout from the floor here. We do
God,
have.
Can I say something really quickly? I apologize for interrupting you.
Yeah, you're fine.
I am so sick and tired of the. Dude, it irks me as someone who played basketball at a semi-high level and then went through all this stuff. The human error is a part of it. It's going to happen. There are going to be mistakes, and we could stop every single dead ball, and it could be the other team's ball. Literally, I'm not even joking. Yeah. This is fucking annoying, and it's ruining the pace of play. It's slowing the game down. There's 15 timeouts in a quarter because we're going to do this every 5 seconds, and we're going to have to stop, and we're going to have to look at everything. It's like, dude.
But you know who loves it, Kyle, are the sponsors. I mean, all the look at how many extra commercials we get in.
As someone who is taking a break from the Side Hustle Wrestling podcast because we're added the fuck out, yes, I understand it, and I hate it. It's awful. Like,
Kyle, I got a question for you. Is it think outside the bun or is it think outside the box?
It's think at the back end.
There you go. That's it.
I walked into that one.
You kind of did, yeah. You know who you're talking to. Come on,
I did. One other thing, I get back to the game here for a moment while we're in the. They're gonna bring it back here for the final 30 seconds.
Who gave Chad the soundboard?
You guys.
Guy finds 5 sound effects, and he's got a half wood.
And this is just a starter pack.
6, 5. 6? Come on, I got way more than. Come on, bro.
Dude.
6.
What about Wemby? I'm fishing over here with the sound. Wemby, come on.
If you're just tuning in this NBA Finals coverage, we'll get back to it. No, just kidding.
Oh, we're talking about the finals. Oh,
yeah. Well, I wanted to say one thing here before we go to the end of regulation. We'll see how this, if it goes overtime or if this is a conclusion. I think the thing that stood out to me is there really hasn't been any bench support really for the most part out of these teams. Dylan Harper, I know he comes off the bench. Besides him, you don't really see too many guys that are impacting the game off the bench. It's really been the best out of your starters versus the best of their starters. And that's what it's come down to. And Kyle's making a face.
I get like because I can't watch the game live because I'm at my set, and my set's in my living room where the TV is, so I can't watch it happen with you guys. Yeah. I'm getting the ESPN Gamecast like 15 seconds ahead of time and seeing De'Aaron Fox get his shot blocked and the Knicks get the rebound and call a timeout. It's like, holy shit, 6 seconds, 1 point deficit.
Yeah.
Brunson's going to have the ball. He's going to do some crazy shit, probably get fouled, hit free throws. Then the Spurs are going to throw up a 75-foot shot because they only have 1 timeout left and they can't advance the ball on some bullshit because they did this too many times. Like, it's just like, yeah, this is what we wanted. This is all I've wanted was a good NBA Finals. And when the Knicks went up 2-0, and I was like, oh, here we go. They're just going to keep fucking rolling. Okay, I give San Antonio credit for at least making this fun.
What's worse, Kyle? What's worse? Okay, the review gesture from everybody on the court when something happens, or okay, pay attention to this one. This is a good one. NFL, college, whatever, doesn't matter. Football, right? Quarterback throws a ball out of bounds, incomplete pass. Maybe it's just a high ball, whatever, just misses the tight end over the middle. And you got 4 defensive backs. It's somewhere like putting swords away and like doing like Hulkamania. Like what's more annoying to you?
I think the review, the rewinds, the reviews, just because it slows the play down. They're both annoying.
Celebrating a play they had nothing to do with. That's wild.
Yeah, but if you're on a Jim Swartz defense and you don't celebrate, you get punished.
Okay, that's fair.
So I mean, come on, what are we talking about?
All right. Fair.
Yeah, but have you asked about the diff recently?
Right there. That's honestly the thing.
Have you guys thought of the diff recently at Rocket Arena?
I was more curious about the back end.
Listen, bro.
Cardi B performing in tonight? Who's out there?
It was Wu-Tang Clan tonight. It was Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Yeah, it
get
was-
game 5 yet? What the fuck are we doing?
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Late again. I'm too slow. I'm old.
Dude, what are we doing here?
I'm old. I don't know. I have no idea. Forgot people were talking again.
5.7
Oh, we
seconds.
missed it.
You're ahead of us, so that's fine. Spoiler alert.
Oh,
We're just gonna watch
God.
Kyle. We're gonna
Oh
watch Kyle.
God. I can't fucking believe it, dude. This is wild. And of course, it's Eli's boy.
Oh my God.
That's wild. What did I
Wow. Wow. And that's a bucket here if you're just now following along. The Knicks with less than 6 seconds to go. A tip in by, I believe, OG Anunoby.
Yep.
His best, I'd say, his best playoff game as whether you look at his Raptors run when he won was on the championship team and this Knicks run.
Wow.
By far his
Wow.
best game. Yeah. Well,
Kenny
it's-
Atkinson's
wow.
pumped right now. He's pumped right now. I mean,
this is
he's
wild.
like, wait, let's do the math.
That's-
Analytically, is 29 more than 22? I'm good. I'm good.
I can't believe it. Now here's the thing. There's 1.2 seconds left on the floor. I get it. I get there's not a lot of time left, but I do want to at least put this out there potentially. You have Victor Wembanyama. The talk
Who's
in
missed
game-
like 4 straight free throws.
I
The dude
know.
needs to hit one if he
I
gets
know.
fouled.
I get that, Kyle, but my thought would be, okay, you get yourself in position where you're gonna throw it to the rim and just hope you can get fouled or at least put it home. That's got to be your play, right?
Depending on, I'm assuming they call timeout to move the ball up to half court. So you want to get a good shot. 1.2 seconds isn't enough time to catch, set, and shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Get a good
I
shot
mean,
off,
you're going to either try and get someone on a roll with some momentum towards the basket and try to get them to stop and get fouled, or you're trying to hit an open person for a shot, or you're going to lob it to the rim and let your alien go up and try to get it. And hopefully he gets pushed. They're in the bonus. So you're kind of hoping, even if no time runs off the clock, he gets fouled, he goes to the line and shoots 2, and at least gives you a chance to send it to overtime. I mean, that's what you're just kind of crossing your fingers and hoping on he finally steps up and hits it. But this is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Good God.
The coffee and the water, by the way, have me regretting the decision to go commercial free until the end of the game.
Oh,
you
no.
You got to do PPs and poo-poos, don't you, buddy? Yeah, that's
I got it. Hold on.
yeah, turtle head poking out. Yeah, there it
We're good, we're good.
is. Eli, where's that coming out of, buddy?
Not me, buddy. I have not got to eat much of my Taco Bell since Papa Moon went and grabbed it right before the show. So
That's wrong. The answer would have been the back end, which you are very familiar with, and you.
I'm
enjoyed
trying to
much-
bury the lead. I don't want that. I
can't
had
bury
one
the
slap
back
after
end.
night. I had
That's
one
going to
slap
be on the
after
merch.
night.
That's going to be in the merch shop soon, man. I'm sorry.
So here
Yeah,
we go. Final second, and that's gonna do it. The New York
That's it.
Knicks.
We're going to
complete-
review this play. I guarantee you we're reviewing this.
I mean, they are completely on the floor.
That's it. No, it looks like-
Madison Square Garden going crazy. It's a final in Madison Square Garden in New York. Game 4
Unbelievable.
goes to the New York Knicks, 107-106. They complete a larger comeback than they did in the Eastern Conference Finals. They come back from 29 down, 29 points down, and they may have just put the stake in the hearts of the San Antonio Spurs. Crazy.
Unbelievable.
And they may have just, by the way, pulled the move that makes the Cavs completely stand pat in the offseason.
Oh, stop. You stop right now. You
No.
stop.
I'm not
You
kidding.
stop.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, well, I wish you were. No,
I
you,
wish
that's
I-
not.
me too.
How can you score 76 points in a half and then score 30 in the next half? 14 and
Ugh.
16 points. I mean, that's oh,
Oh, that's ugly.
6% shooting in the first half, all the way down to 41.9, 42, but call it 42 at the end of the game. Is not a good second half. That's not a good second half of basketball.
remember when I said
Yeah.
that the Spurs made it fun? Jeez, man.
Well, it was fun while it lasted. We'll be
This
here
is rough.
for the end of the finals in Game 5. I don't know. I mean, we're gonna bring Double A Anthony Alford in here in just a moment. He is getting the Keurig ready, so I know he'll be ready momentarily, I believe. But
How much coffee can one little stump drink? Let's find out in 5
oh,
minutes.
God.
Dude, I'm coming on everybody, dude.
Sorry, Double A, I tried. I was late. I'm sorry.
I don't care who you are. You're getting fucking cum done tonight, all right?
Oh, no.
It's funny. It's funny. It's funny. No boss. No boss. No boss.
Taco Bell's in the fridge. We're doing this live.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. This is rated R. Okay, we're gonna take a quick pause. When we come back here,
Skeet when we come back. No. Sorry. I got
skeet,
sorry.
motherfucker.
Oh, Double A just, you got to get him on the screen. That was next week's meme right there.
This has been the Inside Edge Network.
Thank you. Thank you for viewing.
Go to break.
We're going to break. We'll bring Double A Anthony Alford back here for post-game reaction. Knicks a winner here in Game 4. They go up 3-1 in the series. They defeat the Spurs after being down 29 points. They're winners, 107-106. Few words from our partners. We have Double A Anthony Alford back after this.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
All right, folks. We're going to try to keep it a little PG for those at home. Everybody is back in their seats. Everybody is ready to rock. Nobody left their seats during the commercial. Nobody, absolutely nobody left. So we are all good. Thank you all for staying with us. Rocking strong. If you're just tuning in, the New York Knicks have completed a 29-point lead, or deficit rather. They have completed the comeback, and they have now defeated the San Antonio Spurs. Wow. They're up 3-1, 107-106 the final in Madison Square Garden. And we have a whole team here with you, the Inside Edge Network. You know the guys, you love them. We have the host of Unfiltered, 5 to 6 p.m. here weekdays, Kyle Cornell. And of course, we have Chad Bryan here, my co-host on Inside Edge Primetime, 10 to 11 p.m. Guys, crazy. And before we get into anything, Chad, just hit the button. Just cover it ahead of time. Just cover it ahead of time. Yeah, please. Thank you. All right, good.
Give me a break. You want to know why people are here? Because we make this fun, all right? Everyone's doing finals coverage. Everyone's just talking about this and all that stuff, but we have a good time doing it.
You're dang right.
And if that requires me coming on you, then I'm going to come on you, okay?
Oh, my God.
Just take it. Just take it and deal with it, because you can get it. Chad can get it. Double A can get it. Omar can get it.
Oh, no.
Anybody can get it.
No. Oh, God. Melting down. Okay.
You're the only one melting. What are you, the Wicked Witch?
I get nervous sometimes. I get nervous, man. You know, dude.
Oh, your title is showing. Relax.
I have not. That's the craziest thing is I never even bring up my title ever on here.
Oh no, I do every second.
He's gonna show the badge, Kyle.
Every chance I get. Yeah, Double A gave him a sheriff badge from Toys R Us. Yeah,
it's like Toy Story.
Ain't big enough for the both of us. Oh no.
Eli's cameo in Toy Story 5 coming up soon. July 19th. Go to theaters. After that, you can go watch Jackass. There you go.
I love it. I love it. And you know what? You can watch tonight. You don't have to go to the theater or anything. You can check him out at midnight for Midnight Run with Anthony Alford. He's going to join us a little bit early, 19 minutes early. He is one and only Anthony Alford. All right, Double A. Listen, you got a lot of things to address. This finals game.
Dog, hold on. I almost spit my coffee out of my work keyboard, man.
Good. We got hundreds of people, almost thousands of people enjoying this broadcast. We're going to entertain them tonight because that game was entertaining, and so are we.
It was very entertaining. Very entertaining. Because that first half, I went night-night during that first half.
So did the Knicks.
Well, that's good. I want to wake everybody up. So I'm glad mission accomplished. We did that here. That's great. And the Knicks did it too. Good God.
Double A. Just we've got some reaction from some of the guys, and we're gonna just talk here more for the last 19 minutes of this impromptu post game again here, and then we'll kick it over to you for Midnight Run. But I just want some of your initial thoughts of that second half. A historic comeback for the New York Knicks. 29 points they were down. You got to feel, first off, better as a Cavs fan, right? Because we now don't have the biggest blown lead at the playoffs against the Knicks. And two, what does this mean for the series? Is the series over?
Well, I'll go in reverse order. Congratulations to the 2026 NBA champion New York Knicks. Congrats.
Stephen A. Smith's going to be so insufferable, dude.
I know.
Oh, my God.
I know. It's going to suck. But they'll win it all either on Saturday or the Spurs might take game 5, and then New York will close it out on Tuesday. To your first question, Eli, I feel a lot worse as a Cavs fan. And the reason why, and I'm going to say this, I will fully admit when I'm wrong on a sports take, when I'm like 100% wrong on a sports take. And I will take this moment to apologize to Kyle because Kyle was 100% right about momentum after game 1 of the Eastern Finals. 100% right. This monster of the New York Knicks doesn't exist if the Cavaliers held on to the 22-point lead after game 1 of the conference finals. So you watch tonight, New York had no problem. Like, we're down 29 points. They made that quick run to get it to within 15 in the third quarter. And even though their offense, even though their shooting went cold in the second part of the third quarter, San Antonio felt the pressure, and it never went away. And then the Knicks went on that late run, and you knew New York was going to win the game. It was just a matter of when and how. Yeah. And what would have been if Cleveland would have held on in game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals? Because Chad's right. I think now the front office of the Cavs is going to look at this and say, we're right there. We're this close. And you're not.
Yeah. Yep.
If you're a Cavs fan, I know this is a finals. If you're a Knicks fan, congratulations. You're about to win a title. If you're a Spurs fan, you ought to feel sick right now. If you're a Cavs fan, Cavalier fan, you ought to throw up right now because of what you just saw tonight.
Yep.
And it's because of you that you gave New York the confidence to make this happen.
Okay. And Kyle, do you want to take a victory lap? What do you want to do here?
I'm having a great day, dude. Coaching an awesome baseball game. Yankees swept the Guardians, and Double A apologized to me on air. This is fantastic. I love this. No, man, I played the game, and I know Chad loves it when I bring that up, but it's like one of those things where, like, it matters a lot. Momentum does matter a lot.
Yeah.
And I telling you, if San Antonio found a way to win this game, New York would have been shell-shocked. After coming back and making this a game and taking the lead in the fourth quarter, if San Antonio, gets a shot off in that last 1.2 seconds and wins it, or De'Aaron Fox makes that layup on the drive before the tip in and they make it a 3 or 4 point game or whatever it is, New York, I mentioned it. It was the stat that I think stands out. 3 losses in the playoffs. San Antonio, 3 losses last series. They're used to losing games and bouncing back. New York hasn't had to face this since the first round. Like against an Atlanta team who they are much more talented than, at least for now. Like, this is a generational run for this New York team that has just been able to find it. And I promise you guys 2 things. 1, game 5 will be a blowout. The Knicks are going to win this game in San Antonio and blow them out.
Feels like
Wow.
San Antonio is going to be demoralized after this. Double A's running the money with that. It's just like the Cavs series. They've got talent, if not possibly more overall talent than New York. But that doesn't matter when mentally you're out of it and when you've just been broken and your spirit's been cut into like a circular saw going through a piece of 2x4. Like, it's just straight through it. Secondly, I stand on this. New York will not win another championship with this core. I'm telling you right now, this kind of run doesn't happen more than once in a playoff series, in a playoff stretch. Losing 3 games the entire playoffs, that doesn't happen. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
You bring up a very interesting point. I'm going to kick it to you in a moment here, Chad B. I just want to follow up with Kyle because you brought up a very interesting point. First off, and we've talked about this New York Knicks run. They're very reminiscent, not the same players clearly, but of that Indiana Pacers team last year where they never said die.
Timing was the big thing. Indiana, the second half of the year, was the best team in basketball, and it showed. They made it all the way to the finals, and they were one torn Achilles away from possibly winning. So, yeah.
And that's my point, Kyle, is like, we talk about how hard it is to get there in the first place and get a championship. And you're seeing with the Pacers, we'll see how Tyrese Halliburton returns after the injury. We'll see what they look like, with Zubac and all those guys, but it's tough to get back. And I guess, like, if you're the Spurs, too, and I'll kick it over to Chad B in just a second. If you're the Spurs, we talk about how the Knicks won't get back, Kyle. The Spurs got past OKC. OKC was being talked about, penciled in by a lot of people to get back to the finals. This might have been the Spurs' chance, and I only say that because Chad and I talked about it on Primetime the other night. We said, they love telling Dan Marino when, to take the football for a moment. Dan Marino, he'll get back. Don't worry, you got there in your second year. You'll be there plenty of times. And he never went back. Yeah. And I'm not saying Wemby and these guys won't get back there, but it may be a minute till they get back again. OKC is going to be a problem again next year. We'll see what the Lakers do if they retain LeBron James or what that roster looks like. Denver is always going to be in competition with Nikola Jokic. All I'm saying is the West is strong.
And Eli, real quick, who was OKC missing for most of the year?
Yeah, Jalen Williams.
Yeah. So they're going to be at full strength next year.
Well, watch them for Giannis, too, because they may look at this and say, hey, we got to pay all these guys. Maybe we move on from Jalen Williams and we bring in Giannis or whatever it is because we need to compete with San Antonio. I think San Antonio's young core, De'Aaron Fox is like the oldest guy in this core, and he's 28. Right. So they're gonna be around for him. Like, they're not going anywhere, obviously. And Dan Marino didn't have, LaDainian Tomlinson lining up in the backfield. You got with Victor Wembanyama, you got Stephon Castle, you got Dylan Harper, who's looked like the second best player on this team for most of the series, if not the entire playoffs.
Yeah, Duper though, that was pretty good. I mean, come on.
Yeah, listen, I mean, once he starts actually playing starter minutes, then Dylan Harper is going to be something really special to watch, even beyond what he already did in this game and what he's done in this series. But, I mean, I don't see San Antonio going anywhere. With New York, when it was like this, if they had more of a run like San Antonio did, where they had hard-fought series, whatever it was, New York coasted, and they beat the shit out of teams. Like, it was bad. Like, this does not happen. Like, it does not happen, and when it does, it's once in a generation. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, they'll just get out of their way because they're winning it this year. I don't see them coming through an Eastern Conference with a fully healthy Boston team. The Cavs are going to do something. I don't know what it's going to be, but they're going to do something different. Orlando's a team that's coming up. There's a bunch of teams in the East where parity is going to feel a little more prevalent, whereas the Western Conference, it feels like it's going to be OKC and San Antonio at the top. Maybe Denver tries to sneak in. Maybe Minnesota makes a move and a splash, one of those teams. There's talk about Denver trading for Giannis, trading Jamal Murray. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. I mean, that would be wild to have those two on the same team. I couldn't even fucking imagine.
Yeah.
But they're honestly, this really depends on where Giannis goes. If he goes to Miami, then I feel better about the Knicks maybe having a chance because Miami's not going to be that kind of team, I don't think, because they're going to lose their guards, essentially, to make that deal. But I don't know.
And you bring up a good point there, Kyle, and I'm going to pivot to Chad Bryan here for a moment. I'll get some final thoughts because he is with us, both of you, with about 10 minutes or so till we go to midnight run. And I'm going to
get kicked off because Double A's got to be solo on the show. Oh, my God.
Double A, you see what I deal with? All right, listen. You bring up a great point, though, Kyle, about OKC looking to maybe make a move for one of these guys. Another guy that's just been mentioned, I'm not saying it'll happen, but Evan Mobley. They've even discussed maybe having Evan Mobley go over there. They're going to make a move is my point. OKC is going to look to maybe get off, like you said, the Jalen Williams contract and not have to pay all these guys because
they have another lottery pick. They have another fucking lottery pick, dude.
I know.
Good God, that team is ridiculous.
Chad Bryan, I'm going to kick it to you here probably with the hardest question in the last 10 minutes of this show.
Do you know the back end?
God dang it, bro. God dang it. Listen.
Actually, I want to know your answer to that. I'm kidding.
Well, Double A, it is your favorite season. It's
sundress season. Yeah.
So, you know,
Great
Eli
time
knows
of
a lot
year.
about that. He's been staring at back ends for the past couple days.
Hey, listen.
chill out.
Hey,
Everybody just chill
listen.
out.
Get
Listen.
one cool haircut, all of a sudden I can look at all the back ends I want. Sure.
Hey, listen.
I'm here 90% of the day producing the show.
You're looking out the window. You're peeking. I know what's behind that curtain. The street.
Hey, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, buddy.
I know.
Mr. Rogers
I know
so
that
happy all the
intersection.
time.
I know that intersection. People be walking in that intersection, dude.
I know.
Holler out
Eli,
that window.
go to Chad. Ask him your question.
Thank you.
I was just gonna sit my head. I was gonna leave. I was gonna let you guys handle it. You got it.
Chad, I'm going to give you the toughest question here of all, pal.
Yes.
Down 3-1, going
Is it
back
game
to San
6 yet? It's been a while since I got to go. What happened?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Game 5 in San Antonio, they're down 3-1. How can the Spurs erase a 3-1 deficit?
Well, I mean, you're going to have a better second half. I mean, you can get off to a great start the way they did tonight, but you've got to remember how to play basketball, right? I mean, that's the biggest thing. I can't stand when teams stop, and I get it. I mean, to a certain extent, it's your opponent stopping you, but I mean, the Spurs just stopped doing what worked in the first half. It was like it reminded me of the 22-point lead blown for the Cavs, where they just sort of like tried to kneel the ball. That doesn't work in a basketball game. You got to still play basketball. I was going to say something. I think Kyle, about an hour and a half ago, Kyle said something about momentum being important, and Double A agreed. And listen, you're right. I mean, that's why the NBA is a game of runs, and it can be in game, in series, it doesn't matter. Once you catch a little bit of momentum, listen, I don't know if the Spurs can do anything. I mean, I think the Knicks are just kind of a team of destiny right now. After tonight, I don't think you're going to be able to tell them. That's it. That's all I got.
Long shit.
Yeah. well, I ate a lot of. Yeah, I had a.
You had coffee and water. Yeah, I hear you.
The coffee moves it right through you. That does it every time.
If that's not the back end, I don't know what is. Okay, listen here, Double.
I made a little room. I'm fine. I can hang on for another couple minutes. But my final point, I was going to say something. I was going to piggyback off of something else Kyle said an hour and a half ago.
Yes.
And Double A as well. This terrifies me because watching the Knicks come back on this Spurs team, who is conceivably the best team in the NBA, maybe one of the best teams, but light years ahead of the Cavs. I feel like the Cavs front office is really going to look at this and go, we're good. Let's get a little bench help. We'll shore up the depth. We're fine. Starters are fine. We'll shore up the depth. We'll get a little better bench minutes in the playoffs next year. Analytically, we're going to be fine. This terrifies me, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Eli. What stands out from the Knicks still doing this that says the Cavs should stay the same? I'm curious. How does that make them?
The Spurs are perceived to be such a better team, right? It's like, okay, well, the Cavs weren't there. They weren't the expensive roster, that's fine, but they're not built like the Spurs, right? Well, the Knicks just did this to the Spurs. I feel like this is going to make the Cavs say, hey, who cares, right? Well, we got one, they got one, whatever. We're still close. Like, if we
wouldn't this make you say
fine? What's that?
Wouldn't this make you say, okay, the Spurs are so much better. They have all these different players, and they're still having this happen. Maybe we need to reevaluate what we're doing because
that's what
it doesn't matter if we're like we are or if like we're like them. It's not working. So we need to think outside of the box.
Outside the box.
We need to pay Shaq to come out of retirement off TNT and now ESPN desk, and he needs to line up at center.
The Checalier, baby.
I think
that's what a person with common sense would think. Yes, but I'm afraid the Cavs are going to look at it as, hey,
Ozempic Charles Barkley's going to come out of retirement, and he's going to rebound that shit.
Same size jacket. Yeah.
Same size jacket, Chad B. My goodness.
But
he's going to Cardi bounce that basketball.
Right, but I think to Chad's point,
right.
That's the fear, though, right?
Yeah.
That the Cavaliers are not going to do anything.
Yes.
That they're going to look at this and say that we're going to take a pass.
Yeah.
Not realizing that, to be perfectly honest, you guys created this monster in the first place.
Yeah.
Like you did.
They're lucky they got to where they got to, I think. In my opinion, they're lucky they got past Detroit. I don't think they should look at that as a win. I know the trend is, well, you get to the Eastern Conference Finals and you lose, and then the next year you make it to the finals. That's the trend. That's not the way this Cavs team is trending. They have to do something. They have to make a move. They've got to make a bigger move than just shoring up some depth and helping the bench out. They've got to make a move. Kyle, I don't agree with it. I just think that's what's going to happen.
I think that the one person I tend to listen to in a lot of these situations, because for some reason, by some way, he seems to be right like 99% of the time, is Brian Windhorst, believe it or not. And the dude came out and said, expect major changes for the Cavs this year. Coach may stay, and he did, but he said there's going to be a major change, and there's a reason why Kenny Atkinson, or I should say rather Kobe Altman, didn't even say Jared Allen's name, and why he didn't talk about Evan Mobley being the future of this team. I imagine both are gone, and they're going to be going all in on the Donovan Mitchell timeline and not the Evan Mobley timeline anymore.
Fair.
So
Interesting. A lot to.
I'm sorry. I got to piggyback on what Kyle just said.
Yeah, go ahead, Double A. Absolutely.
What is the Donovan Mitchell timeline then?
now, not 5 years from now, not when you find your potential. It's now. It's right now. Who can help us win right now? 30-year-old Giannis helps you win right now, not in 5 years.
So
right
Giannis is the 1A to that, right?
Giannis is the main target, and there's no guarantee they're going to get him. But
that's
he is
the
the
Giannis
main
timeline.
target.
So that becomes the Giannis timeline, not the.
Well, it depends on how you view it. If you're the Cavs, they've been loyal to Donovan. They're going to say, hey, you guys can be 1A, 1AA, or whatever it is. No pun intended. But I mean, like, that could be, they're going to be like, we have 2 superstar all-NBA first-team guys. That's our thing. Like, that's the mindset when getting Giannis here, I think, initially. But behind the scenes, Donovan's got to be like, hey, you're the guy. I know the guys in the locker room, but you are the guy. I'm here to score and be kind of not your Robin, but kind of like your Batman adjacent, like your light Batman, that kind of thing. That's like, because ego is going to be a part of that, but Donovan obviously doesn't feel pressure, so he's not going to really care too much. So I mean, I'm sure he's happy, he's healthy, he's living life, he's already won. Giannis, he's hungry. Giannis has the grit that Eli wants from someone like Jalen Brunson. Giannis at least has that. So when he's healthy, the Cavs will be a different kind of team if he suits up in the wine and gold next season.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot to unpack here. We have somehow turned this into a bashing of the Cavaliers, and somewhere Kenny Atkinson's preparing for the game 1 of the NBA Finals in advance.
Analytically, we just picked them to win the finals next year. He's not listening.
That's one of the worst comments ever by a coach. It's
like, he kept his job. He said that and kept his job. They
kept his job.
Less than 24 hours later, like, yeah, he's staying.
Wasn't it? I don't even know if it was a real video. Wasn't it Josh Hart that talked about that?
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, it was
AI. Half the videos are AI nowadays. I don't know, but
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, who knows? I mean, but
it was at the post-game presser, Double. You're actually spot on. He brought up that, basically like analytics, something along the lines of being drunk on a light pole and leaning against that. You can only I don't know. Just don't get drunk and lean on a light pole in New York City. And don't wear a Spurs jersey while you're doing it, because
they'll fight you.
Yeah, Knicks fans.
Hey, Stephen A. Smith, is Trump the reason why you guys were down 28 at halftime too? Fucking no, I can't.
Yeah, be cool, Knicks fans.
I watched Stephen A. Smith go on First Take and blame Donald Trump for the Knicks losing Game 3 by 4 points. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's like, dude, run for president. Shut up. Just run for president.
Stephen A's be pissed that Pat McAfee's about to make 3 times as much as him at ESPN.
Give him the Iggy.
Yeah, that's going to be a big problem.
They're acting like they don't really love Pat McAfee. They're willing to pay him a lot of money. That's weird.
Someone on TNT just tweeted at them. The new San Antonio Spurs logo is the Atlanta Falcons logo.
Reminders of yesterday.
The Spurs were like, that's not fair. We were up by more than that. Wait.
We're going to channel the Cavs and come back from 3-1. Who's Draymond? Who's getting suspended? Is that Josh Hart?
That's
that.
Oh,
is he the heart and soul? Is that what Draymond was?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Is Josh Hart the heart? He's the heart and soul, pal.
Heart.
Let's see how he does.
It's like a bootleg love connection.
Get a suite. Join Love Island, because your ass is going to be in the villa, not playing Game 5.
That's 20 points for Josh Hart. Not 20 basketball points, 20 Love Island points. That's 20 points.
That's right. That's right. I did get my vote in, by the way.
Hey,
that's right.
All right.
Okay.
I got my vote in.
All right.
Okay.
This morning.
I love it.
Imagine waking up, like, you know what I'm going to do? Imagine waking up and we have all this stuff going on. You're a program director for a burgeoning, network that's just pulling in all these views. And you know what the first thing you say is, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fucking vote for Love Island right now.
What's wrong with this Love Island app?
It's a big deal. We have 3 bombshells, and they all needed to be coupled up.
God. Oh, my God, bro.
They all needed to be coupled up.
Okay, calm down. There you go.
Oh, no. Chad, in the button. We got to pay attention.
Is it too late?
You're late.
I'll give you a pass because you were
unmute yourself, program director.
1900s. So, all right. Hey, before we get to Midnight Run here, Kyle, we'll start with you, and then we'll hand it off to Chad B. Tell us what we got going on Unfiltered. We'll hear, you and your promo here through a midnight run, but tell the people what you got going on tomorrow on Unfiltered, 5 to 6 p.m. here on the Inside Edge Network.
I don't want to talk for another hour and a half, so I'll keep it short for Chad. Just going to have Jake Underwood on 5:30. We're going to talk about a lot. Elyria schools pay to participate, not to play, participate. And this is not just athletics. This is band, choir, any extracurricular activities. It's on the table. I'm curious what Jake thinks about this and if this could be a trend now with all the districts that had levies fail. Hey, we need more money. Even if you want to just show up to tryouts, you got to pay. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Yeah, it's a head scratcher. I remember pay to play. I remember making the team and having to pay a little bit. I understand that. And again, it's whatever. The team needs finances, whatever it is. But to not even possibly have the opportunity to make the team and still pay to just to show up as a high school kid, or even in some of the sports in the middle school and stuff too, it's up for debate. So we're going to talk about that and whatever else comes down the pike. Hey, I guess we're like just going full balls to the wall against Iran now. Gas is back up by over $1 a gallon, so that's fun. But we're here, we're doing it, we're living life. So we'll talk about all that and more tomorrow, 5 o'clock, right here on Unfiltered.
Kyle, sits on the Elyria story. Just at that point, if we're going to do that, just shut down extracurricular activities altogether. Like, what are we doing? I get it. I get it. Like, you need money. I understand that. And people do. I get it. But if you're going to go that route, just say, hey, we're shutting down operations at 2:45 every day. Like, you got to pay for band and choir and arts.
Robotics, theater, all that.
The whole thing. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah, Eli heard the story today. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
That's stupid.
It's one thing. Pay to play in sports is one thing. Like you said, Kyle, if you make the team and you get to take a jersey home at the end of the year, whatever, then okay, pay to play is fine. But yeah, that's rough.
I paid, like, when I played baseball, I think it was my junior year. I think it cost like $900 to play baseball. We could fundraise, and we earned most of that money, so we didn't pay it just straight out $900. But still, you made the team first. This is a little sticky. They met tonight. Earlier today with the Elyria Board of Education. So we'll have the results of kind of where the parents were. Maybe we'll pull a couple clips off of that and play it tomorrow. And I want Jake's thoughts on this because I know he's going to have something to say. So we're going to talk about that and more again tomorrow, 5 o'clock.
Absolutely. We will stay tuned, and you should stay tuned in. Like Kyle said, Inside Edge Net on Filtered, 5 o'clock tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting show tomorrow.
I'm going to come on everyone.
Oh my golly, Chad! God, can you just be ready, Chad B? Come on.
What are you doing?
Come on, Chad B.
Listen, I watch too much Bob Does Sports. That's why I'm so into it. Benjamin Schicker, ladies and gentlemen, loves
Eli and Chad. This is what happens when we take a couple weeks off of side hustle.
I have nowhere else to vent. I'm doing it on fucking post game with the NBA Finals.
I don't want to hear where it comes. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear where
you set yourself up for that, buddy.
Not the back end. Oh my god.
I will mute people.
Hey, big girl.
Kyle's like a Fortnite character right now. He's hitting like the emote right now. Like
my son in Olive Garden tonight did the loser emote in front of everybody. It was hilarious.
That's amazing. Chad B.
Okay.
We heard from Kyle Cornell on Filter. You'll be back with you and I here, 10 o'clock on Inside Edge Primetime. It'll be a Thursday edition. We got a lot to talk about. But do you have any parting words for the people?
Well, parting words. I'm gonna stay away from the backside for parting words. I'm just gonna say this. Tomorrow night, listen, we didn't get to Way Back Wednesday tonight. We had too much. This was a crazy night in the NBA Finals, right? So we had to cover Knicks and Spurs, and that happens. But listen, we're gonna throw it on to tomorrow. We're not going to talk about today's events. We're going to talk about tomorrow. Well, it's today now because it's after midnight. But tonight on Inside Edge Primetime, it's going to be Throwback Thursday. Forget Way Back Wednesday. Forget everything you know. I've got the time machine filled up with diesel. At least I hope it's diesel.
It's expensive, dude. It's expensive. Get that E85 in there.
I know. Thank God I got it yesterday before the prices went back up. Yeah, we're not doing Way Back Wednesday this week. We're going to do Throwback Thursday. So we'll see what happened on June 11th, not June 10th. And there were some good ones for June 10th. But hey, man, sometimes the NBA Finals happens. You got to go to that. But yeah, we'll do Throwback Thursday tomorrow night on Inside Edge Primetime. Words are hard. I'm done. That's all the words.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, hey, I'm gonna disappear behind the scenes as well. W will probably bring me up for a moment or two, but I just want to say, since this is like the end of technically the primetime mega stream portion, I just always like to remind everybody, hey, thank you for tuning in with us, being the heartbeat that keeps us going. Otherwise, us four would just get on a phone call and yell at each other. And
nobody say it on the back end, Eli. Good job.
So thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. And I just want to say again, thank you for rocking out with us in September. Don't go anywhere, however. Kyle, Chad, and I are all going to disappear in about 3 seconds. And then Double Anthony Alford is going to do Midnight Run with Anthony Alford. So for Kyle Cornell, we'll see you at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Chad Bryan, I'll see you at 10 p.m. tomorrow. And Double A, the floor is yours.
Oh, man, thanks. You know what's great when we transition? I still see all these dicks at the bottom of the screen. Just effing around. So I want to show you guys something real quick as we react to the finals. I'm just going to load this in here behind the scenes because, you saw the New York Knicks, 29-point comeback win against the San Antonio Spurs, largest comeback win in the history of the NBA Finals. I'm going to take something out here real quick. But yeah, that just happened. And a lot of thoughts. First off, you have a Knicks team who obviously believed, they obviously made the key plays that they needed to make. Again, that's what happened. 9:27 in the third quarter. It was San Antonio 81, New York 52. And then that was the final. 107-106 was the final. So a few things. On the basketball side of things, you saw grown men against kids. That's the first thing. You saw a Knicks team. They had an early big run. They got it to within 15 by the midway point of the third quarter. And even though they did go cold in the second part of the third quarter, they were in it. San Antonio never reestablished dominance. I think their largest lead in the second half, once things got close, was 18 points. And then New York just went on a firestorm to come back in the fourth quarter and win. And from a national NBA Finals standpoint, if you're a Knicks or a Spurs fan, the New York Knicks will be celebrating an NBA title either on Saturday in a blowout fashion, or the Spurs may have the game of their lives, and then Game 6, New York will finish the job. That the way the Spurs handled this game, I don't know what was worse. I don't know if the Super Bowl with the Atlanta Falcons or the San Antonio Spurs tonight. I don't know who handled a loss like that worse. I honestly don't know. Because as much respect as we have for the Knicks, they don't have a Tom Brady on their roster. They don't have an all-time GOAT on their roster. It's not like, LeBron James or Stephen Curry in their primes is on that roster, or Tiger Woods in his prime. It's not like you're looking at the ghost of superstar player. We got to figure things out. That's not the case here. Yes, New York is hot, and they made all the plays they need to make. Full credit goes to the Knicks for handling business, and we'll get to the origins of how they handle business in about 90 seconds. But the Spurs acted like children. They got punked out by a team that doesn't have, Brunson's that dude, but he's not the face of the NBA. They got punked out, and I don't know what happened. I truly don't know what happened. I truly have no clue, because you could tell, it was 76-49 at halftime. 76-49 at halftime. And what? San Antonio only scored 30 points in the second half? 30 in the second half. You're a Spurs fan. You ought to be disgusted with that performance. That was piss poor, what they just did tonight. That was utterly piss poor. You could have, all you had to do was lock down the, even the last play when OG went in on the backside, it was after a miss. I'm like, we're not gonna box out. I shouldn't say we, because San Antonio's not my team. The Cavs are. But It feels like I'm doing a Cavs playoff postgame show right now because the exact points I'm laying out, the exact points that Eli, Kyle, and Chad laid out in the last hour, boy, you could rip off a script from our Cavs postgame shows, and we're mentioning the same points. Why are we not boxing out? Why are we not, locking down defensively? Why are we not doing certain things? And we're transitioning studios here. Why are we scared of the moment? And why are we okay with freezing up? Like, just play the game. Play the game. Or you're just going to have costly turnovers? You're going to let the crowd get to you? You're afraid to play in front of celebrities? This is a grown man business. If you ain't ready to show up, go to hell home and get ready for the summer. Because I'm going to be real about this. I'm going to be so real about this. So real about this. We've been bringing up Dan Marino. And I think Chad's the only one of the four of us that, that actually watched him play. And I've been meaning to get Christy, a cutie, from Jersey Chasers on our show at some point because, she's old enough. She watched Dan Marino play. Special player. Didn't get back. The San Antonio Spurs, as much as they can be in the thick of the competition, I'll give you another team. Yeah, they look like the Atlanta Falcons. The San Antonio Spurs of the Wemby era could turn into this generation's Buffalo Bills. Just like that. Just like that. In the thick of it, in the mix, you have one of the best players in the league, in my personal opinion, Victor Wembanyama, MVP of the NBA season. And a generational player. And he has an opportunity to finish his career as a top 10 all-time NBA player. But a loss like tonight, and if they don't make a miraculous comeback in this final series, these are the type of things you don't take advantage. These are the backbreakers where you go from, we're championship contenders and we're going to be in the thick of it. We're going to be right there. You become the Buffalo Bills. You're in the thick of it, but when times get tough, teams know you will choke. Teams know it. You're going to choke. And by the way, the Cavaliers are not out of this conversation. In fact, they're in the thick of this conversation because teams know the Cavs could choke too. More on the Cavs in a moment. Teams know in big major situation moments, you will choke. You had no business losing tonight's game. None. Had that big lead, dominated. You had the Knicks on the ropes. And you choked. Again, complete script of a Cavs postgame show. Because this all started from the Cavaliers. It all started from game one of the Eastern Conference Finals. I had to apologize to Kyle. Listen, because I have said that the Cavaliers would have lost the Eastern Conference Finals no matter what. Because they have bad habits, because things that they just refuse to correct themselves, it would have caught up to them. And I did not think, had the Cavs would have held on to that 22-point lead in game one of the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't think it would. I thought it would have not mattered, and they would have still lost the series in 5. And but Kyle made a huge point. He kept pressing on. Hey, basketball is about momentum. Once you have shown that you could do it once, you could do it again. We created here in Cleveland. You could thank us. You could thank the Cavaliers. You could thank the team that lacks accountability on our end, in our backyard. You could thank us for this. You could thank us, our lack of accountability, our lack of responsibility for gifting America the 2026 New York Knicks, the championship 2026 New York Knicks. You can't tell the story of the 2026 championship New York Knicks without including the choke job that we produced here, with the Cavaliers. It happened in Madison Square Garden, game 1. It started with us. And we told New York and we told America that this was okay. How dare us? How dare us? We did this. And the Cavs front office is going to come out and they're going to say, oh, it's okay. You're going to have, and our roster is going to come out and defend James Harden for turning the ball over multiple times. We're going to think it's okay. And now these kids for the Spurs are going to think this is okay. I hope they put up a fight in game 5. I really do. I really do. But we created this monster. And I've seen people on social media saying, oh, maybe we shouldn't feel that bad about the Cavaliers choking that lead. You ought to feel worse. Matter of fact, it's our fault that this happened. It's our fault. We actually hold on to that lead in game 1. Who knows what would have happened? Maybe we go to 7. And who knows? Somebody could have pulled something out of their behinds, and the Cavaliers are in the NBA Finals. Again, New York, this is stunning to me because these comebacks by the Knicks in this round and the last round, this is the first time I have seen the opposing team look at the team that's coming back and be scared blankless. And they don't have the face of the league on their team to be scared of. Who are you scared of? This is not a Tiger Woods Sunday in his prime with the power red polo, Nike polo. This is not LeBron and Kyrie in 2016 putting up 41 and 41 in game 5, bringing the series back to Cleveland in game 6, getting the job done, and then, oh crap, we're playing with house money in game 7. That ain't it. That's not it. If we're talking like the Knicks are not going to make this kind of a run again, then who exactly? That game, it was from a fan standpoint very entertaining. New York made the key plays, and actually, here's the mental toughness of the Knicks. So, Josh Hart gets the steal. He missed the fast break layup, and it didn't matter. And that would have gave them the go ahead, the lead for the first time in the game. Would have made it 105-104. Josh Hart blew the layup. Didn't matter. Did not matter. I mean, I've seen stunning. And here's the crazy thing. Are you even surprised that New York came back and won this game? I wasn't, especially how they started in that third quarter. But I think we here in Cleveland, because, again, we're Cleveland-based, ladies and gentlemen, so, as we will take the Cleveland angle at times. But sometimes you got to take accountability. Now, again, I'm not sure what the Spurs could do because, again, this is their young core. This is it. I mean, and you're not going to, from a national standpoint, you're not going to look at, the head coach and say, fire him. You just made the finals, right? But if I'm a Spurs fan, I know we got a break, and Eli, I apologize. I just realized my phone is behind me because I had to charge my phone. So we will break here in a second. You got to hold, if you're a sports fan, everybody watching is a sports fan, you need to hold your teams accountable. If you're a Spurs fan, look at that. 76 points in the first half, only 30 points in the second half. You got to hold your teams accountable. If you don't put their feet to the fire, they're going to think stuff like this is okay. Oh, we could just run it back next year. When we come back, I do have 2027 championship odds. Plus, we had ESPN Cleveland's Emmett Golden on our airwaves earlier today. Eli Moon did a great job with that interview, And one of the key things that he mentioned, and I'll bring Eli in on this because he talked with him, and we'll talk about this next segment. Got to make that big move, or, make that superstar move. I want to elaborate a little bit more on what was said, with that coming up on the other side, because I do think if you learned anything from tonight, you have to hold your teams accountable. You have to. The credit, I know New York's New York. And listen, Stephen A. But Knicks fans and New York fans, they hold their teams accountable. And what would have happened if they didn't demand excellence from their team after they were bounced by the Pacers last year in the conference finals? San Antonio, Cleveland, you got to do the same. And we're in smaller markets. You're not going to be heard unless we put that fire, we put the feet to the fire. All right, more finals coverage. Plus, later this hour, both quarterbacks of the Cleveland Browns talked, including Deshaun Watson. We have clips of that. We'll play it off for you coming up. We are jam-packed this hour. Also, programming note, I know we typically do midnight conversations on Wednesday night. We're moving it to Friday because we'll have our guy Omar Klossel, our morning show host. He'll be on our show Friday to react to the World Cup. And also, we're going to spend a ton of time talking time travel. All right, we'll break, come back. This is Midnight Run. My name's Anthony Alfred. We're here with you Monday through Friday, here at midnight at Inside Edge Net. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell if you're watching on YouTube. Hit the follow button if you're watching us on X/Twitter. Also, go to our website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Okay, I know we're late. We'll take a break. Back after this.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
All right. We had a great show here on this Wednesday hump day. We talked a little bit about the Spurs Knicks coming up here. We talked about why Eli will not jump out of a plane. I gave you a great review on a band that I love so much, Magdalena Bay. So check us out, Inside Edge Morning Show. Keep it locked.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
I don't even know why I got all fired up. I'm not even a Spurs fan. I guess, and again, as a fan, I root for, like since we're in the finals now, great games. We've had phenomenal games. Record viewership, by the way. Record viewership. I believe Game 3 has been the highest rated game. It's the third most viewed game of the finals since 1998. The only two games that was watched by more people, from my understanding, Game 7, 2016 Cavs Warriors, and then Game 5, 2017 Cavs Warriors. I'm laughing. I just came across. We're reacting to the finals. We're talking for the cast perspective. And then I'm going to bring Eli in a few seconds. He had an opportunity to interview ESPN Cleveland's Emmett Golden. A lot of great content from that interview. You could check it out on our social media platforms at InsideEdge Net is on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Paul, actually, Eli, you come on. You're a wrestling guy. You'll understand this. This is from Paul Heyman. He tweeted, he said, listen, I think it's time we all recognize the NBA has a great creative team and writers. Wow, what a story. Texas heels rout hometown heroes in the first half at the world's most famous arena, only for the babyfaces to perform the greatest comeback ever. My compliments. Tweet by Paul E. Heyman.
Well, I'm still in shock, Double A. Like, I cannot believe what just happened. Like, and it's crazy to think, right? Because we had it happen to us. We talked about it. Cavaliers fans had it happen to us. We lost a 22-point lead. It just, to see it happen now tonight to the Spurs, I got to be honest, for a moment, I feel for my guys in San Antonio because they were all feeling good. They were all about to go, celebrate. And I'm sure they're still celebrating, in terms of performing and things like that. There's a lot of stuff always going on in Texas. But that was tough, man, for San Antonio. And I feel for the guys. I'm happy for New York. I got some peeps up there in New York, like I said, that rock and roll. But dang, man, who would have saw this?
Did you get some street meat from New York? I thought about it. When I went to New York for WrestleMania 35, I thought about getting street meat. I did not do it.
Yeah,
I was close.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. No, I'll just go for a nice slice of za, and that's what we'll do in New York. Nice slice of za,
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about your interview with Emmett Golden here in a few moments. So great interview, great job.
Thank you.
You can check that out at Inside Edge Net. But I want to get your now that the game has had, the game went final about an hour ago, and I know you guys were on the air during the game. And again, from a basketball fan, phenomenal basketball game, great event. Like the electricity, Madison Square Garden was shaking.
Yes,
that was as fun of a basketball game as I've watched in a long time. So as a basketball fan, that was pure entertainment, and congrats to the Knicks. But as since we're here in Cleveland, we do got to look at it from a lens of Cleveland. And, I don't want Eli, I don't want the Spurs. I think of your friends in San Antonio. I don't want them. My fear is for them to become the Buffalo Bills. And a loss like tonight, that's not just a one game in the series. That's especially if they lose on Saturday, how do you find your way back in that moment? Yes, you're going to be able to win games. Yes, you're going to be pure talent, one of the best teams. And, maybe you could go shot for shot with OKC. But if you're getting punked out by the Knicks, no disrespect, what happens if you're facing the Celtics
right
in the finals? What happens if Tyrese Halliburton is on the other side with the Indiana Pacers, and he feeds off of, those crowds?
Yeah.
I just have a fear for the future of the San Antonio Spurs after this loss.
Yeah, what happens if Trae Young's comments are right the other day and they go from worst team in the league to number 1 in the East? What happens if, I mean, all joking aside, we'll see what Washington does. But yeah, Double A, it's a great point. It's a great point to bring up. This is a whimper to the end of the season if this is the end for the Spurs. Now, I do leave that caveat that it's not over. And everybody was writing the Cavs off in 2016. I know this isn't the Cavs. I know they don't have LeBron, but they do have a guy who is being deemed the next phase of the league if he can kind of get his bleep together in these types of moments. Game 2, the blunder with the turnover tonight, missed free throws. And I know they had the lead late, but you play the what if game. Like, what happens if Victor Wembanyama just hits his free throws earlier on? How do the Knicks address, what goes on? It's a big what if. But yeah, you bring up great points. The Knicks are a team of destiny we keep talking about. They're not necessarily the best team in the Eastern Conference. I know it sounds crazy because they're literally 1 win away from hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy, but they're not the best team in the Eastern Conference talent-wise. I think Boston's better than them when they're getting along. I think there's other teams that are better than them. And yeah, for the Spurs, you just wonder, right? The thing I would say about the Spurs, though, that they can avoid becoming the NBA's version of the Buffalo Bills this decade is that they have culture there. They are very involved. That's Greg Popovich, the president of basketball operations, Tim Duncan, David Robinson. You think of almost any Spurs great. They are always in attendance. They are around. And I would say that could help if they do end up dropping this in 5 or 6 or whatever. I think that's
a great point.
Going back to the offseason and having a reflection moment with guys that have won and lost NBA championships. I think that could help them avoid becoming the Buffalo Bills. But they also got to look in the mirror too, right? The game was not over, and the Spurs were celebrating like it was over. It seemed like Kyle brought it up during our post game coverage here on this one stream phenomenon. I'm trying to coin that. But you have Kyle talking about how they're the team of destiny and how the Spurs kind of just let off the gas. And I thought it was interesting because the Spurs were very, very aggressive in that first half. Wembanyama kind of taunting Mitchell Robinson, leading to him throwing an elbow or a hard check there, and they were getting in their heads. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, Wu-Tang Clan played at halftime, they performed, and the Knicks, they ain't nothing to with. We don't have the sound.
Hey, Wu-Tang, they got that kind of power.
I know. Fun fact about
that. Although I agree with Charles Barkley, I wish it was Cardi B. Barkley didn't say Cardi B, he said Cardi D. But
yes. It's interesting. It's just a lot to break down when you look at the Knicks and what they're doing right now is something a lot of people didn't expect, and it scares me because we talked about it in the last hour here. It scares me. It scares me that the Cavaliers could remain complacent. Now, I did talk, and I know we're going to get to it in a little bit, to ESPN Cleveland's Emmett Golden, and man, had a great time. I want to shout out Emmett again. Thank you. We're actually going to run it again tomorrow during Inside Edge Primetime. For those that may have missed it, of course, on all of our socials at Inside Edge Net. But I want to thank Emmett. He took the time out to really talk about a lot of interesting stuff here, Cleveland related more so. We did talk about the finals, and he mentioned how important this game was, for the Knicks and the Spurs. Like, this is basically game 7 because whoever wins has all the momentum in the world. Either it's 2-2 and the Spurs are going back, gaining home court advantage back, and they were in that position until they weren't. And now the Knicks are knocking at the door, AA. They are literally 1 win away from their first NBA championship since 1973.
And it's all perspective, too. I want to react to one thing that you said, too. I do think, and I didn't even think about this. This is a great point by you, Eli. The Spurs, not to use a college term, but the Spurs do have a great alumni base.
Yes.
With championship pedigree. So if they're able to tap in, it seems like it's really strong. So if they're able to tap in Tim Duncan and David Robinson and, Ginobili and Tony Parker, the real Tony Parker, not whatever AI Tony Parker Omar was talking about.
Yeah.
From game 1. I heard that. That was good stuff. But if they could tap into their alumni base, then that's something that the Bills don't have in terms of championship pedigree. They got great players, and that 90s run for the Bills was great, but they didn't win the title. So overcoming, that's a big point. I overlooked that. That's huge. But I do think, I guess my question, and I'll address it first and I'll let you respond. What would have happened let's just say, what was the final score again?
107, 106. Yep.
Okay, 107, 106. What if this was just simply a back and forth ball game the entire way, and then New York, handled business and won the game by a point, but it was a tight game the entire way? I think we would have a completely different outlook about the series. I'm not going to say like, oh, New York wouldn't win the series. I mean, New York would still be up 3-1 in this hypothetical, but you could talk yourself into San Antonio at least, okay, they play well enough. They can at least force themselves to game 7. You can't do that now. You just can't.
It's going to be tough. I mean, they're going to have to win both games at home. That's the one thing in their favor. They have 2 in San Antonio, really, at this point, right? They're going to have game 5, game 6, and game 7. 2 will be in San Antonio. So technically, if you break it down in just easy terms, they just have to go do what they did for 2.5 quarters and finish the job one time in Madison Square Garden and then take care of home court. That's all they technically have to do. I know it sounds like, okay, Eli, well, no blank, but like that's what they have to do. They still have home court. The amount of games on their home court is still more than the New York Knicks. So they just got to win 1 in New York and win 2 in San Antonio. I know it's very unlikely, but I'm curious to see how they respond. I'm curious because.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just, and we got some comments piling in. Papa Moon, what happened to the Spurs? Pops, buddy, I don't know. We're trying to break it down right now.
I'm looking. They're rolling highlights real quick. Again, San Antonio was up 81-52.
Yeah,
with 8 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and Keon Sports,
and then Karl Anthony Towns made an ugly face, and they turned it around ever since. I'm not joking. Yes. They're running the highlights. Scott Van Pelt. Go ahead,
Absolutely.
Eli.
No, you're all good. Keon Sports chiming in, talking about the Knicks, very possibly a team of destiny. He also said Wu-Tang turn the tide.
Hey, listen. They got that power. We had in our group chat, we was talking about, I brought up Rick James. I'm like, if the late, great Rick James was still around and he performed at halftime, you brought his couch and you had the logo, F this couch. I guarantee you the home team would have came back and won the game.
Double A, can I, while we're talking about the Rick James meme you sent in the daily group chat, can we just put a timeout on meme of the week for a second? Like, it's getting a little brutal. I don't think they were as relentless as they are with me that they were with you week 1.
Because I was already, your mistake was you was happy in your meme. You were very happy in your meme.
Got a nice haircut. I thought I'd show the guys, like, hey.
I know. See, I was already angry. There was nothing that you could do to shut me down. I was already angry. I think I had internet issues that night. I was sweating, like I'm sweating. Sorry, that's an inside joke. But like, man, what's going on with that? Yeah, you better figure that. Well, I'll help you. We'll see.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, any little help here, pal.
We'll get some reinforcements.
Yeah.
No, I do think to that point. Oh, also, programming announcement coming up before the end of the hour. Mm-hmm. I do think to that point, though, I mean, with the Spurs, I get worried. I get worried for. Okay. I lost track middle of the show. Now I brought it back.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks fans traveled really well to San Antonio.
Yeah.
You know what my fear is for Game 5, right? That Knicks fans, the ones who couldn't afford to be at MSG, and it's a Saturday, it's a weekend. They're heading to San Antonio right now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
In my fear, Eli, you know what's going to happen. Spurs fans may not believe, the fans may not believe. They're selling their tickets to Knicks fans, and Knicks fans will pay up because we've seen it here in Cleveland. It happened to us.
But I'll respectfully disagree. And not to interrupt you, pal, but I'll respectfully disagree because we talked about it yesterday or the other night during the finals. They only have the Spurs. That would be like basically saying we don't care about sports in this town, because that is the team they live and die by. And I just are on.
I get it, but can this law? I see what you're saying, and I hope you're right. To be perfectly honest, but I fear that a loss like this, the way it happened, again, if it was the hypothetical back and forth, and then New York just won 107, 106, but you feel like, man, if we made one basket here, one basket there, we could do it. I think they're showing up no problem. My fear, though, is because of the way the game played out, and I will add another real life element to this: economic times. If they don't believe that, and this is anywhere, this is not a San Antonio shot. This is a insert team here in this situation shot.
Right.
If they feel that they can't do it and economic times are tough, gas prices are going to shoot up, cost of living, all that stuff, and New York Knicks fans are going to come to town and they're going to pay up.
Oh, buddy.
I hope not, man.
I hope not.
I don't know. All right, let's break. Sorry, Deshaun. Sorry, Shador. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow. I want to get to Eli with Emmett Golden. He has some great, I almost said great clips, great comments through video clips.
Yes.
That will play. Oh, I do have one other question, since for the chat, since we have a good audience here.
Yeah.
Where do you go to eat this late at night? I'm just gonna toss it out there because I might hit the road after this show. I'm a little hungry. Where do you go? And don't just limit yourself to dinner options. I do have a breakfast spot I can go to right down the road. I need ideas for somewhere to go to eat after the show.
Did Turney Road have breakfast at Taco Bell? Did you ever try that out?
I did not. No,
okay,
no.
okay.
I have not tried it yet. I'm going to give it a shot this weekend.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a shot. I said before, I know you guys were talking down on Taco Bell was sloppy, whatever, but Taco Bell had the best breakfast in my opinion, like out of the fast foods. I mean, McDonald's is the standard, but Taco Bell to me is right up there. But a lot of locations, and again, I know we got audience members from New York and San Antonio, so I actually need a survey. Here in Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, a ton of locations here in Northeast Ohio, they don't do Taco Bell breakfast anymore.
Oh, man.
They don't.
I know.
They open at 9 o'clock a.m., but they go right to their lunch and dinner menu. And I'm like, who wants straight up beef at 9 a.m.?
Yeah, nobody wants beef.
You don't want beef at 9 a.m.?
Yeah.
You want sausage at 9 a.m. You want bacon. You want, a hash brown, whatever. Like, what? So I need ideas. I'm going to use the last 16 minutes of this show. I need ideas for late night food. But we'll play Emmett Golden comments about the Cavs, their big moves, what they need to do, his thoughts on Donovan Mitchell, his thoughts on, big game hunting. I'm very curious to hear those comments. We'll play that for you when we come back. We have a major programming announcement and your food ideas for me and Eli. We'll be back after this.
Monster Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Monster and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at monstermomentsphotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. monstermomentsphotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at sportsmemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the sportsmemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to sportsmemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. Sportsmemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whew, what a good show for Unfiltered today, guys, on your Wednesday, man. We got into so many different topics. We did a World Cup prediction. Yeah, that's right. I got Spain winning. Hey, sue me. Why not? But we talked about pay to participate at Illyria schools. Not pay to play, pay to participate. And it's not just athletics. It's band, it's choir, it's all the different extracurricular activities. We're going to sit down and talk with Jake Underwood tomorrow on the program about how he feels about that and in general about what's going on in the news today and tomorrow and every day here on Unfiltered, 5 p.m. right here on the Inside Edge Network. I will see you guys Thursday at 5.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
We have a programming announcement coming up at the end of this hour. It's going to be big. It's thanks to you guys that we are expanding daily here at the Inside Edge Network. Myself and Eli will present that news coming up before the end of the hour. Emmett Golden coming up in just a second. We'll play a couple clips from him. I was texting Eli and Chad during our break, Chad Bryan. I'm like, who wants straight up beef? At ground beef at 9 o'clock in the morning. You know, like, nobody wants that. I did ask him, like, hey, I need food ideas, late night food. Our guy Vince McKee, Keon Sports, he brought up Sheets. I got something to admit. And Sheets, you know, they have food 24/7. I have never heard of Sheets until my broadcasting school days. You know, growing up in, you know, east, or not just east side, but growing up east side of Cleveland, you know, Maple Heights, we did not have a Sheets anywhere near us. I had no idea. And get-go really wasn't a thing until a little bit later on, and then we've had a Bedford location for a little bit of time, for about a decade, and then they closed. But yeah, I never heard of Sheets, until I traveled to Parma and traveled to some of these other communities here on the here in Northeast Ohio, and it's like, oh, this is a local and national staple, and they do this. So, a lot of cool stuff there. I heard Kyle mention that we're getting a Buc-ee's in Mansfield pretty soon. So I've heard from everyone that has ever talked about Buc-ee's that this ain't just a convenience store. It's a way of life, whatever that means. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm not anti-Buc-ee's, but it's my idea of just maybe I need to expand. I will fully admit, because a lot of people who has ever traveled to a Buc-ee's, they said the hype is real. Maybe it is. I just haven't seen it. It's like Bojangles. Sometimes I will I haven't done it in a little while, but sometimes I will travel to North Canton to go to Bojangles. They have, oh my goodness, they have some phenomenal chicken. Those Bowlberry biscuits. Oh man. All right. Eli Moon had an opportunity earlier today to talk with Emmett Golden of ESPN Cleveland. And I want to bring up the thing that stood out was Eli's question. It was addressing what Emmett mentioned earlier on his airways about big game hunting. Big game hunting in terms of the Cavaliers. And before we play that clip, Eli, if you want to come on the screen, let's set it up for our audience. What preview the clip for our audience, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I was excited to talk with Emmett, and, I was scrolling social media, just taking a look, Browns quarterbacks talked. I know we'll talk about that tomorrow. Deshaun, Shador, and Todd Monken, they all spoke. Todd Monken, not a quarterback. If you're not from Cleveland, he's our head coach. But, he just want to specify. But it was keeping an eye on all. Double A. I was keeping an eye on.
That was so funny. I'm sorry.
You're funny, bro. I love you.
Todd Monken, if you don't know, he's our head coach.
And I was just scrolling.
Do people nationally not know who Todd Monken is?
Well, he wasn't in the coach's picture because he was getting a sweet haircut. So,
I'm sorry. If you don't know, he's our head coach. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Double A, thank God we keep this in here because we need it tonight.
Yeah. Hold on. We got to do a survey now. Do people know who Todd Monken is? Do people know? Like, let me tell you, the lack of excitement when he was announced as the head coach. It's like, oh, we got this journeyman assistant from the Ravens. Like,
who also was an assistant coach here for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that's his dream. I'm like, oh, he was only the offensive assistant. He only coached Lamar Jackson. No big deal.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, man.
You're good, brother. We do preview that your show is unhinged, so that was on me. That's on me, coach. It's on me. But yes,
Go ahead, man. My bad.
So I was scrolling. You're good, brother. I was scrolling social media, just taking a look at everything, and Emmett said an interesting thing earlier today on ESPN Cleveland about what he thought the Cavs should do this offseason. He said big game hunting. That was a big quote. Big game hunting. And we've had our discussion on the network about what we feel like the Cavs should do, and we've had discussions about names. We've had discussions about names, and I asked Emmett. I just asked Emmett on the airwaves. I said, "Hey, oh my God, totally, you're something else, dude. You're something else." We're gonna take a quick break. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, the hell with this. Roll the clip.
All right, yeah. Here's me asking Emmett Golden about what big game hunting means to him. What he said earlier today on ESPN Cleveland. I saw a clip from you earlier on ESPN 850 about the Cavaliers and what they should do this offseason. Big game hunting, I believe was the quote that I had saw there in the clip. And Emmett, what does that mean for the Cavaliers? They've been linked to a few different guys, LeBron, Giannis. It seems like they're linked to all the stars. What does big game hunting look like to you for the Cavaliers?
I mean, I'm looking for a superstar. If I could find one, obviously Giannis is the guy that's available that everybody is thinking about and on the top of everybody's mind. I would pursue that. I don't think Jaylen Brown is available, but I would still kick the tires. I'd still give Boston a call. Hey, what's going on? And I would just let the NBA know, if you got a superstar that you're willing to part ways with, call us. I do understand that just because you try to trade for someone doesn't mean it's going to happen. So the only thing I would like to see from Kobe Altman is just him to continue to be aggressive. He's always been great. He brought James Harden in at the trade deadline. He went and got Donovan Mitchell. He had a very savvy trade where he brought in J.A. So we know him to be aggressive, and it doesn't sound like they plan on being aggressive right now, but we'll see, because the Browns told everybody they weren't trading Myles Garrett, and we know things change is what we heard.
Yeah, that's a huge point. I mean, and to be fair, yes, Kobe Altman and the Cavs have made moves, through. I'm not saying they've done nothing, right? If they would have done nothing, then truly running this back would have been figuring out Darius Garland and his toe, and that would have been a whole nother. So I'm going to be fair. I think we have to be fair about that, but Emmett is obviously spot on. It's like, okay, now what, right? We're not going to have time to play the Donovan Mitchell clip. I want to get to that tomorrow. But I think that clip is huge too, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow. But I'm sorry, I can't stand these celebrities.
Are you still thinking about Todd Monken throwing the pigskin?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. That was some of the funniest stuff you've ever said on these airwaves. I don't know what.
Oh,
you need to quit sucking. That's the point. You need to find a way to elevate your Cavs. That's that. Okay, we have two programming announcements. Two. Number one, Omar will lead our World Cup coverage. He will provide, starting tomorrow, and you'll see it throughout our programming, daily World Cup updates. So I'll give you the latest things to expect, scores, all that stuff. You'll see it throughout our program starting tomorrow, because the Men's World Cup begins tomorrow. So that's program announcement number one. Number two, it's a big one, and I want to thank our entire team, but I want to also especially thank Eli and Chad. And most importantly, thank you guys, the audience. We have seen here at the Inside Edge Network, we've been experimenting over the last, Eli, would you say, the last couple of months since the Cavs playoffs?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
One stream broadcast on night side from 10 o'clock with Inside Edge Primetime through this show, through Midnight Run. Because typically on a normal night, Eli and Chad will do prime time at 10. They'll end a little bit after 11 o'clock, and then we go off the air, and then we come back at 12 o'clock for my show. That changes on Monday for good. And I am excited, myself and Eli. We are excited to announce that Autumn Chisholm of Jersey Chasers will be leading our 11 p.m. hour beginning on Monday through Friday. Her show is going to be amazing. Eli, what's the name of her show?
Yeah, I believe it's the Daily Spiral. The Daily Spiral. I mean, and I suggested a few names to Autumn. She politely shut them down, and that's okay. Because, sometimes I come up with my greatest ideas at 12:45 or 12:50, and, we weren't there yet. But yes, Autumn has been very excited talking with AA and I, and I know we're a minute or two over, but I will take the time real quick to thank Autumn and thank everybody on the Inside Edge Network for all their hard work and contributions. And just we've been building this since September of last year. And thank you to everybody out there for tuning in, rocking with us, whether it's your first time or your 100th time. We truly appreciate you liking, subscribing, following, telling your friends, your family about us. We literally cannot do without you. You're the heartbeat. So thank you out there for tuning in again. And thank you to our partners for support us as well. And thank you to the Inside Edge Network, because everybody here behind the scenes, in front of the camera, has been busting their tails to put out a great product, become Cleveland's digital leader, your source for sports, entertainment, mental health conversations, news, music, everything in between. And Autumn has really stepped up. We've seen her and Christy do a great job with Jersey Chasers every Wednesday night here at 7:30 on the Inside Edge Network. And I gotta be honest, it's been a lot of fun having her on some of these streams, the Guardians preview show, just some of these different streams. She has really stepped up and shown that she is a true asset to what we are doing here on the Inside Edge Network. So when we talked with Autumn and we said, okay, hey, we need a show name. And I was like, hey, what about changing of the season? She's like, Eli, absolutely not. I was like, all right, well, I'll leave the chat. That's cool. I'll leave the chat. No, but then she announced, she said, I'm excited to announce, and we're announcing here on the airwaves, that the Daily Spiral will be led by Autumn Chisholm at the 11 o'clock hour. So after primetime, in between primetime and midnight run, will be the Daily Spiral. Autumn gave a little bit of a breakdown about what the show will be about. She said the vibe's going to be like a 1980s late night TV show that you secretly watch, even though your parents tell you not to. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to welcome Autumn Monday officially into the daily lineup. She can see how unhinged we get from Monday through Friday. And it's just a blessing to have Autumn on the daily lineup, and all your support and everybody that busts their tail here on the network, from everybody on air, behind the scenes, Peter Tellep, the owner, AAU, the program director, and everybody just busting their tail. So congratulations to Autumn. We can't wait. And thank you.
And it's going to be fun too, because her show is, you mentioned it's going to be that classic 80s late night program, but it's going to be a true mix of sports and entertainment. We found one of the one stream nights that we've had, it was a week ago. We did a Love Island season premiere watch along, and we did it. A lot of people tuned in, and then people stuck around for Eli and Chad's show, Inside Edge Primetime, and then Midnight Run. So there is a true digital sports and entertainment mix that people are liking and people are tuning in. And I think because what we have seen, it doesn't make sense for us as an organization to not take full advantage of what is prime time here in the digital space, which is nightside programming. So to have dedicated programming from 10 p.m. here in the East Coast to 1 a.m. every single Monday through Friday, starting on Monday. And again, Autumn's going to lead that 11 o'clock hour. Myself, Eli, and Chad will rotate as co-hosts. So we'll have dedicated days. I have to still assign that schedule, but we'll have dedicated days. And that stuff will be cool too, because a lot of times, myself, Eli, and Chad, we get locked in, on the biggest sports stories. And sometimes we don't have time in our normal show space to get unhinged on the sports and entertainment and the culture side of things.
Yes.
Those conversations, we don't have time to expand on that. I think that 11 o'clock hour is going to be huge with that. I think it's going to be a great flow between prime time and midnight run. I think the fans are going to really enjoy it. I really do.
I agree. And AA, I'm so excited. I do have to leave you, the audience with this tonight, though. With Autumn joining the daily lineup, we have not done any of our homework assignments that she assigned us a long time ago, our reality shows. Now she is literally on the airwaves with us every day of the week. We are going to, you want to talk feet to the fire. We're in trouble.
Yeah.
Better start watching.
Yeah, we gonna get dealt with. We have not caught up on summer. I just cleaned up. I don't have the list anymore, but or maybe this is. Oh, I have the list.
I was like, you can't throw your list out. Then how are you gonna?
No, I have the list. I have it. Summer House.
Yeah.
Haven't done it.
Yeah.
As much as I talk about Love Island USA, I have not watched Love Island UK.
Okay.
Or, according to Love Island fans, the greatest Love Island season 6 of Love Island.
Yeah.
Are You the One?
Yeah, I'm just looking
Real
at
Housewives of and then Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Rhode Island, and Miami.
And there's an order to this we're supposed to be following, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Okay.
there is. But there are some other things that sometimes we just don't. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
We'll get exposed on Monday, but
yeah, maybe you do Monday then. So maybe I can get an extra day to study.
I'll take. You know what? Fine, that works. I'll be the Monday co-host.
Okay, and I'll take Tuesday. So that gives me an extra day to at least watch something. Like, it's like when you don't do your homework and you're like, but I did a few problems. I didn't understand the other ones.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. You'll be perfectly fine. All right. So congratulations to Autumn, and again, that gives us, I believe, 6 live hours.
Yeah, and 5 daily shows, baby.
5 daily shows, 6 live hours, including Omar in the mornings. And he's been doing a great job. Unfiltered with Kyle Cornell at 5 o'clock. I can't wait to hear his reaction to whatever happened in Elyria. That story blows my mind. The participant, I get it. Here's my thing, too, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
In Maple, we cut down on sports. Again, we're more lower income. So we cut down on sports. We didn't have as many offerings so that we could play for free. I mean, the only thing we all had to pay was school fees, and that was it. All we had was school fees. But, for that to happen, to participate, to try out, that blows my mind. I don't know. I'm curious to hear that reaction. And then you and Chad, you got you didn't do Way Back Wednesday because we were a little busy tonight, but you have Throwback Thursday.
Yeah,
I'm always intrigued by those, Eli.
I'm scared for Chad Bryan. Every week I get nervous. We sent him in this time machine. He goes way back. And look, it makes me in a tough spot because if Chad doesn't come back in a proper time, I have to answer to the Bryan household. And do you understand how much pressure that is on me, AA? It's a lot of pressure. So, we'll see Throwback Thursday tomorrow on Inside Edge Primetime. I know you mentioned Elyria school story. I will say real quick on that, I just want to add my 2 cents. I don't know if they have to pay a tuition, but I was talking to Papa Moon. When I went to private school for my first 2 years of high school, we had to pay tuition on top of paying for the sports to play as well. So you got to have some sort of happy medium. If they're not paying tuition, you maybe pay to play, but not pay to participate.
No, you can't do because we're talking about, we want to uplift our kids with fine arts, right? Fine arts. That honestly, and that's when I get it. The classroom is one thing, and you need to do work in the classroom and do a good job. But we talk about it all the time, where you really learn your social skills and learn how to face adversity. Is through your fine arts program and athletics. I mean, and your parents, when you're facing tough times, they're not going to just let you walk away. You got to 10 toes deep, 10 toes to the floor, and you deal with it. And I think, and it's tough too. I mean, it's 2026. Everyone's struggling, and I know you got to, but it would be better cut down on some things as opposed to making everybody pay. And that's a big, Elyria School, that's a big district.
And if you're going to pay to participate, wouldn't you rather just go pay to participate at St. Ignatius or St. Ed's? If you're quality enough of an athlete, wouldn't you go play where, and I get Elyria, has some sports teams that are doing well. Vince McKee mentioned in the comments here, from Keon Sports about Elyria, going, I believe, 0-10 in football for the last 5 years. So, and he brings up, or right across the street at EC, Elyria Catholic. I completely get that, Vince, but, I guess it's ultimately up to what these students want to do, these student athletes, and getting the most eyes on them. Elyria Catholic wouldn't be bad, but if I'm a stud at Elyria right now, I'm going to one of these big schools that are going to not only have me playing in-state competition, but out-of-state. These schools got to be careful because they are going to run away not only athletes, but students. And then when you don't have enough students to run a school, what do you do then?
I have a wild idea.
Okay.
Piss off a lot of people.
We're going till 2 a.m. No, okay.
Sad thing is I have enough energy to do that, but no, we're not going to do that. But
Let me grab my Taco Bell drink. Let me grab my Dr. Pepper.
No, I gotta watch. No, because I gotta watch Back to the Future. I gotta do my homework for Friday's Midnight Conversations. We're doing I talked with Omar, I'll get to that in a second. Wild idea. Every school open enrollment. That would be a terrible idea. Terrible.
Well, they had the one, I cannot remember the guy's name, but the one high school athlete that went to court, right? And won the NIL money. Like, he was able to make, money off of like TikTok and all that jazz. We are about to enter a wild, wild west of times, because I'm telling you, and call me crazy, I think in the next 5 years, we're talking NIL money being the reason these high school athletes are going to the certain schools. Like, you are going to see the big private schools paying a boku amount of money to bring in, so-and-so from a school that's 0-10, like to Vince's point with Illyria. Like, what's stopping them in the next 5 years from doing that if they've already opened the gateway with that and I got to look up the guy's name, but the high school athlete that got the money, the NIL money, essentially, by getting the TikTok and all that, making money off social media. That was never a thing for athletes. He's making money off his name. I got to look it up, though, while we're talking here. But I think that's one of many here in the next 5 years.
Yeah, let's see if we could get Vince on in the next couple of weeks. We're a little busy now, but when basketball is done and things like that, because I do want to do a dedicated high school athletics episode of this show, because I think there's a ton of things to dive into, and that's one of them. With NIL, with enrollment and things like that, in the Illyria conversation, we'll have to see and really dive into that. Okay, we're done. We went way over. Show's over. Again, if you tune in, I know on Wednesdays we typically do midnight conversations. It's going to happen on Friday. Again, we have finals coverage, but also Omar is going to be on this show. He's basically going to be the de facto co-host on Friday because we're going to react to Team USA. They will have their first World Cup kickoff match.
Match.
And I would like to have somebody on this program who knows what the hell they're talking about.
Oh, I'm not good enough for you?
No, I'm kidding. Yes, you are.
No. Omar is definitely more suited than me, buddy. I like the uniforms. The uniforms are cool, and I like Mbappe. I like that guy. He's cool.
I know I'm going to do my homework and study it up, but I know my limitations. I'm not going to come on these airwaves and be like, if such and such would have ran down the field a little bit more aggressively, like, I can't do that. No.
Well, if they were midnight running like you, I think we'll be okay. And you know what? I got 3 players I can name right now in the World Cup, and I think that's pretty good. I got Christian Pulisic from USA. I have Mbappe from, I believe, France.
What's his name?
Last name is Mbappe.
Okay.
I don't know, but I just feel like it sounds like just
Omar's off screen. We're gonna have a little meeting after the show. Can you shake your okay?
Oh, he said
you gotta bring him in now.
We are going till 2 a.m, ain't we?
Bring him in. Omar, did he have the name up?
No. Mbappe's fine. No, he's fine.
Do you like when I say Mbappe?
I love the flash and the style you bring with Mbappe.
Thank you. And then I was gonna say the only other one I could think of is Messi. Ronaldo's in this too. Yeah.
I didn't
think so. I didn't think he was. I know we see some comments coming in about Ronaldo, but I didn't think Ronaldo this time around. But I know Messi because I followed on Filter with Kyle Cornell, and he ran his GPT, Kyle. I know you're going to kick my ass tomorrow. GPT, because you struggled there. It's not ABC. It's not, elemental P. It's GPT. But he ran his World Cup.
I did not run that, by the way, for the Browns thing.
What'd you run?
I used Gemini Google.
Oh no, yeah. Ronaldo's captaining Portugal.
Okay. So it'll be interesting. We got some World Cup studying to do. Or you just listen to Omar in the mornings. He'll get you squared away.
I'll just defer to Omar.
Yeah.
That's why he's on the show Friday.
Yeah, man. Omar, dude, what are you doing up? You have a show in like 7 hours.
Actually, real quick, Omar, because we're going to sign off. We're going to talk some business off air. Omar, what should the people expect for the World Cup? I guess from the team in general, and then like from the Team USA standpoint.
Well, from Team USA standpoint, I mean, we're in a tough group, so main focus right now is getting prepared for this group stage. Really, it's all about getting out of the group stage. You never know how it's going to turn out. You don't want to draw level with anybody. You really want to beat teams here. You want to rack up those points and try and get as many as you can, and you don't want to get any zeros because that'll be bad. So
Okay. And we don't want any red cards. We definitely
no, we preferably no.
Okay. But we do want extra time. Just like we went tonight. We always want extra time.
No, we don't want extra time. We don't need extra time. Unless we're down. If we're down, we need extra time, yes.
Well, the good news is, AA, we're never down on the Inside Edge Network.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to the top, baby. All right, send us home.
Show's over, but I'll leave you with this. ESPN ran a stat. Teams up 3-1 in the NBA Finals have closed out the series 97% of the time. They are 37-1.
Who's that? Who would that one be? Cleveland!
This is for you! If you don't know who Todd Monken is, do your research. Do your homework.
That's right.
If you don't know, Todd Monken's the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. That is the line.
I love it.
End the stream. We're done.